what the fuck did we do last time? Did we literally fight the whole time? No, we stuck around.
We searched houses and then fought. Because I think last time we had come out of the sewer, we explored a couple houses. We had that thing that sapped spell slots for me and Brad, and then I think another party explored a different house. Then we came to this part of the map and we fought that fucking baby.
That fucking baby, man.
That fucking baby. That goddamn baby.
Goddamn baby.
Honestly,
Damn that baby.
I don't know if I'm happy that it was Elle that got babied or if I'm sad. Because I was thinking about it, I was like, man, like having like a caster like Jerry or somebody, if they got babied, would be very, very inconvenient.
Yep. I think it would have been worse if it wasn't me or it wasn't we or Elle or Whisper.
Look, that baby is highly intelligent and absolutely wanted to target one of the casters, but you know, when someone just climbs a roof to get right up in your face.
It says, "Hey baby, what are you doing?"
Hey baby.
How does that work with your child, Martha?
Nice long look right in my eyes.
Yeah, just gaze.
Yeah,
he's like
right here.
The baby looked over and said, "God is good."
What is it? Erithus?
Yeah.
Erithus.
Erithus be with you. And then it's sad. Soul.
And also with you. Even they changed it, that's not what they say at church anymore?
Yeah.
I found that out at the funeral last week when they were doing their peace be with you, and instead of saying and also with you like it always was my whole life, they changed it to and with your spirit.
Is that real, or are you just doing the John Mulaney bit?
No, that's real.
They're both true.
Depends on your church.
Yeah.
Community, they still do and also with you.
Weird.
I guess it depends how much they like Star Wars.
Yeah.
And with your spirit.
Why?
You too, I guess.
And you too, also.
Back at your spirit.
Back at you.
Anybody else having issue with Roll20?
In what sense?
No.
Not yet.
Everything on Roll20 is loading for me except for the app. Like I can see the chat and
well, if your frame rate is anything to go off of, I'm guessing it's your internet.
Actually, mine's messed up too. I can't switch out of my art tab.
D&D Beyond is loading for me. Discord is loading fine.
Come on.
20 is not.
There we go.
Hey.
Hey, ooh, you got a kitty.
Kitty! The cat might be dead. I can't remember.
I think the wolf died. I think the cat did.
The cat got turned, I think, or something.
No, the cat was confused and kept doing nothing.
Oh, that's right.
Otherwise, it was fine.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Shit. I just looked at our money.
Yeah, we're rich.
I'm
We just gotta get out of this fucking hellhole.
Oh no, what happened?
Spend some cash.
You guys. My entire fucking journal on Roll20 is blank.
Uh-oh.
Just refresh.
Yeah, refresh. Just Control C.
Fixes everything.
Hey, My journal is still popping up. I can see everything that, all the handouts that I can see.
Yeah, on mine they're gone.
Well,
You Fabian, little douche.
Fabiano.
What is anti-paladin?
He's a paladin, but the opposite.
Those are the guys we just fought.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Holy shit, they're actually all gone. Everything's gone.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, hang on.
Well, like Michael said, we can still see everything.
Is it plugged in?
But... So I don't think it's gone.
Did I get signed out somehow? Let's try a new tab. My chat is populating, so I have all my chat history.
So
There it is.
all of my characters are grayed out, but all of my handouts I'm able to click on and see information about. That's weird. That may just be because Roll20 is still not loading. This fucking game.
A premonition. Just a premonition for all of your characters. They're all gonna die.
I know. Oh, we're all gonna die. I mean, I'm pretty certain we're all on the same page. Grim's gonna die soon, so that many times and not eventually actually die.
Ooh, he should have died about 1,000 times so far.
That is true. That is true.
I will try my damnedest to not let Grim die. I like Grim.
Thank you.
Try as you may, though.
I'll kill right now.
And yet, DM. He does.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I'm ready now.
Yeah.
Right. I'll just use theater of the mind, I guess. Just very descriptive.
Maybe I could share my screen.
No.
No, it's fine. It doesn't matter.
Not allowed to do that.
Can you pull it up on your... You said it wasn't working on your phone, right? Either?
No, it's not working on my computer. Everything else is working. So annoying.
Oh, that was a refresh.
All right, camera, what you doing?
Hmm?
My camera was zooming in and out, trying to focus for a solid 10 seconds.
Still is.
Get it together.
Well, now everything's black for me too. That's great. Theater of the mind.
Hey, Auric exists.
Or it does exist.
Show you guys my sack of dice.
No, not.
Oh, wow.
That's thick.
That's a big sack.
It's as big as my head.
Nice sack.
Which is pretty big.
Boy!
Damn, boy.
That's a big ass boy.
She ain't fat. She just a little thick.
All of your dice actually fit in there is the real question.
There's a lot of room left, actually.
I guess I should probably get my dice out too, huh?
Good.
Just a little dick, bruh.
Oh, I forgot about this set of dice.
Yeet.
I remember we were sneaking around here, and we were like, "And the fuck is that weird sound?" We'll go check it out. And then it was a little baby thing.
Right. So, you guys had just previously finished your battle with a dragon in Exaltia, the rich sector of the residential areas. You're able to gather another bowl to your collection. Congratulations.
Yay!
You guys then moved back through the Vault of Kings and began heading towards the sign that said City Center, or Lowtown. As you guys proceeded down through the tunnels, you kind of walked through, or walked into, I should say, a low income, much more shabby part of town. A lot of the houses aren't quite as nice nor nearly as large. You noticed a very thick, miasma-like, almost like mist that just kind of settled over the ground, that kind of covered the area. As you kind of walk through, you noticed a group of people, dwarves, standing at the far end of the street, holding what seemed to be lantern of some sorts. Turned out to be a group of Darrow, some of the shadow dwarves that you had read about previously in the library, and one of their fetal savants. After doing battle and vanquishing them, you now pick up where you left off in the streets of Lowtown. Now noticeably, the miasma fog that persisted has gone away.
So, gonna go fucking tie up Al, or?
Yeah. What's the status of
currently?
Is he dying?
He's stabilized. I stabilized him.
Yes, he is stabilized.
Okay.
And Ragna is currently going to manacle Val. I have manacles.
Are we still under the impression that Ui is dying? Like something is wrong with Ui? Because you were turned into you were turned into a gorilla,
ape.
right?
Yeah, but I'm not a gorilla anymore. I'm not a gorilla anymore.
He's been de-aped.
You're just a bird that's about to bleed out.
I think you were at one. You were at like 1 or 2 health, I thought, and then I hit you with polymorph and then brought you back.
Did not move, so you didn't move. And Ragna thought something was wrong because she stabilized you and nothing happened.
That's right. Yeah, but then I turned into an ape, and then
Orc roll a 1. It was like, oh my god,
he's dead. He's fucking dead.
Something's wrong.
Gary says, "Play dead." I play dead.
I mean, he just turned back from an ape. So probably like when that happens, I'm just covered in like a semi leaf pile of just ape fur.
Yeah.
So I'm just I do like the bird shake it off. I look fucked up, but I'm not dead. I start looking around, I guess. Oh shit. It's all black now. Oh wait, never mind. No, I found it. Okay.
Oh, I have to redo your guys' vision, I think.
Yeah.
No, I mean I can see.
I can't.
We're on a new one, right?
Yeah.
Or back to the original.
God damn it, I hate this.
I was an ape.
Just gonna save all your tokens with the dark vision.
So what?
So we knocked L out. Ragna is tying him up.
Yep, he's getting the manacles, baby.
Manacle.
How does that work? How does that work? Maybe you should manacle his feet.
I was gonna manacle his good hand to his leg from behind, as if like pig tied.
Oh, good. That's
Yeah.
It's solid.
And then just sit on him.
He has been fat.
And just wait.
Well,
So he's stable, but he's not conscious, correct?
suppose
Correct.
wake him up, make sure he's all good. I mean, as good as Al ever is.
What?
Yeah,
What would have L felt while he was underneath this thing? DM?
L would have been fully conscious and watching from the baby's cage.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
so he was aware of what was going on, essentially.
Yeah. Also to note, that baby has 600 feet of dark vision, so
So he
Damn!
saw everything.
it could see everything. Yeah.
Holy.
But I had a lot of dark vision. Fuck.
And he was on a stick.
Well, if we want to...
I don't have any way to heal somebody,
have.
so...
I have a lot of ways to heal people. I don't know who's hurt. I don't know, just from maybe a glance or, blood poking out their beak. Whoever is hurt, I can...
He raises his hand.
I don't know if you can see me, but Grim would look pretty rough as well.
Okay.
I don't know where anybody is.
L
One
and
day
Uwe
we'll-
are fucked up, and Grim's fucked up for sure.
Whisper's fine.
Yeah, I took maybe 8 hit. How you looking, Jerry?
I'm looking okay.
You topped off or need a bump?
Oh, I've got my top off.
Okay.
And Jerry with the fucking
Throwing it
Abe
around my
Lincoln
head.
hat now.
Yeah.
One more. Oh,
What? Fuck.
Plating. Yeah, I gotta do a pretty big,
Give us the juice.
pretty big heal. I'll save the sensor. I'll do a I'll do a aura of vitality, which will give me 2d6 per action for up to a minute. So I guess the idea is start at say Uwe.
Okay.
Give him, I don't know, maybe give him, who's it? Uwe, Grim, and then L, right?
Mm-hmm.
What about Oric? He's
yeah,
bald. He can heal himself.
Oric is... he's doing okay.
We'll give Oric, Uwe, and Grim.
4, you said?
Oric. The dwarf. I'll give all 3 of them. Actually, Orc's okay. So I'll give him 2. And then I'll give Uwe and Grim 4. We'll see how we get there. So I don't know if you want to roll the hit dice or not, but so it's 8d6 for, this is over the course of the minute, 8d6 for Uwe, 8d6 for Grim, and 4d6 for Orc.
Do you want to throw L in there?
Nope, he gets a wait.
Okay. Who's rolling for it?
The healer.
Roll. The
Ice
first
me,
one,
baby.
First one's Uwe.
Yeah.
12.
Damn it.
Second one's Grim.
Terrible.
There you go.
I thought they were
What's it
86.
Oh yeah, we have 8d6.
I did that wrong. So the first 8 is Uwe, so it's me.
I'll take 30.
I'll do it. That's a
Or wait,
28.
28.
Yeah. Apparently.
I'm feeling much better.
And the next two are for Grim. Oh, bad Grim. Oh, good Grim. 25 for Grim.
Really bad and really good.
Yep. And Orc gets good roll. 19.
Hell yeah.
Orc's 2d8 or 2d6, right? No,
Orc's
46.
46.
It's just a really good roll.
Fuck you, Orc.
Yep. Fuck you, you don't need that help.
He'll take it. That puts him back at max.
Nice.
And he didn't even have to lay on hands.
Touch hands.
We're healthy enough to wake up L and do that too. I don't know how you all feel, but I can do more healing if we need.
Okay. Yeah, I'm much better, but I'm still not at full.
Okay. What about you, Grim? How are you feeling? I see he's frozen Barlow's face.
Classic.
Orc, how you doing there?
Couldn't be better.
Uwe is still hurting, and Grim is undetermined.
Like, Jerry could get a little bit of health back, but I've got a good amount of temp HP that's keeping me pretty comfortable.
God damn it, Jerry, that was what I was looking for earlier.
What?
Temp HP?
I thought you were great.
The need for everybody else is higher than Jerry. Or was, anyway. But if you're still dishing some out, I'll take, like, a little bit.
I have a little bit of that healing.
Yeah.
I feel happy.
Probably save the third and the fourth. All right.
I can take at least 2 decent hits.
I will do second level cure wounds on Louis.
Yes.
Yes. It'll be 2d8 plus 4. So we got 15.
Yes. Pretty cool. Nearly at full.
Then depending on
Excuse me.
Grim.
He said he has a random update.
Oh, good.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at the very least, he's not dying. So.
Right. I'm not dead yet.
So what the fuck happened with L? Did anybody see? Did he just go crazy? You know, start beating the shit out of everybody? Or I don't know.
Didn't
Or anything, or...
I mean, Tava also got the confusion, so I feel like Grim would be able to glean some light that weird shit was happening.
Yeah, I guess I would motion that. I'd be like, motion that I saw him run up onto the roof, and then I don't know what happened after that. I was getting my ass beaten in this other alley.
Yeah. We got jumped.
Hey, you ain't supposed to be around here, kid.
Hey, what you doing down here?
Did we? I mean, we recognized that there was like his eyes were like a different color and everything too, right?
I mean, it wasn't fully occluded, but it looked like they were very bloodshot. Like there was definitely something wrong.
That boy ain't right.
Well, wake him up and ask him. We don't like the answers. He's well, he's a fucking cripple. So,
yep.
He's a cripple with fucking manacles on, so
he's got one hook hand. He's got one bit hand.
Just fucking beat his ass.
Oh, you just got hogtied! Woo!
I really just imagined Al just like is like hogtied, but he still has his grappling hook, so he just like grapples away in the manacles.
I was gonna bring that up, but you beat me to it. He goes, yeah.
That mental image is too fucking funny.
Just still tied, just flying through the air,
crashing in buildings.
I can't unlock it.
Yeah, he gets stuck.
We should have tied him up with his own grappling hand. Just wrapped it around him and tied him.
Just
what, bud?
Grab his remaining hand and put it behind his back, and then give him level 2 cure wounds.
Oh, come on.
So L will get. Oh wow, perfect. He gets 8 hit points.
You'll have to do all that for me, Dan.
I did.
Thank you.
Okay. As your spell take effect, he returns to consciousness. A little groggy, but is now awake.
Damn it! I was gonna motion to Billy. He's not sitting there. Hello, Al. How are you feeling?
Not great.
Yeah?
Uh-huh.
Do you remember what just happened about a minute ago?
Yeah, the baby looked right into my eyes, and I became the baby. So I watched myself beat your guys' ass, and then you guys almost killed me.
Insight check.
Roll for it.
Let's see. 18.
He's telling the truth.
It's true.
Well, sounds like you're telling the truth. I will say you did a number on some of us, so just, keep that in mind.
I didn't do anything. I was a baby.
The physical form in which you are currently residing in beat the shit out of people. So.
Well, I'm sorry you guys had to go through that.
But I was
a baby. That was can I be unmanacled now? I'm laying on my stomach.
Be honest, I kind of like him like this.
I'm still very hurt.
I will take off the manacles.
That baby stole my body.
You know this. Does this sound like absolutely fucking insane to most of us, DM?
Oh, for sure.
L, I genuinely think that you're telling the truth, but you got to realize that sounds absolutely insane.
I would have said that too up until about a minute and a half ago. Until I was turned into a baby. I guess I wasn't turned into a baby. I guess it was.
Your soul was extracted into a baby in a cage.
I was switch souls with a baby on a stick in a cage.
So Jerry will say, if that's the case, what broke you out of it?
As soon as you killed the baby that I was in, I just felt myself go black.
What broke you out of the cage?
You guys blasted it open.
What came up to the cage and wailed on you?
Oh, a giant monkey that was taller than the cage.
That checks out.
which was terrifying.
Jerry believes him then.
His breath smelled a lot like seeds, for what it's worth. I don't know how to take that, but it's just something I noticed as he was screaming at me.
Can I just do a quick perimeter check?
Sure.
Sure, it's not like
perception check.
someone just like sitting around here looking at us while we're having this discussion.
So
that's pretty good.
Crossbolt whizzes in and blasts your head open.
Yep.
It's 22.
It is insanely still and quiet. You detect no people. You do hear, since you're actively paying attention, it seems like there might be some sort of draft or breeze ahead of you as you continue downward. So you hear wind moving.
Okay.
And for my server was interrupted. Which were the people who had the extended dark vision?
It would have been Whisper, L,
Grim,
and Jerry.
Okay. That's what I thought.
Just gonna come back to the party and just be like, all right, well, come on. It really is gonna turn on us. We knocked him out once before. Do it again. Gotta go, kill this other dickwad we're dealing with.
I'll give L another level 2 cure wounds.
Okay.
So it doesn't roll like fuck. 14.
Hey.
That's a good roll.
Yeah, damn.
And
God damn.
Jerry, you good? If not, I'll just put this into L.
Give it to him. He needs it more.
Yeah, he's pretty fucked up.
Give him a level 1 cure wounds. You get a 5.
Jesus.
That sucks.
For nothing.
Oof.
Yeah, way better than nothing for sure. Yeah.
I'll have to be a little bit sparingly in the spells I use moving forward, but at least if we encounter something else in the future, we can maybe take a short rest, or worst case scenario, I still have a sensor. And if shit hits the fan, I can still, make miracles happen, I suppose.
We would write down and hand it to whoever he's standing next to and just be like, that was one of the creepiest things I've ever seen in my life.
This comes from the man who met a ghost and a hag. So agreed.
Yeah. Those are scary. This was creepy.
I didn't realize that Uwe. Well, I guess Uwe has decent wisdom, right? Because you're a monk.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Uwe would. Yeah. We did that. Oh fuck! I forgot about Grin. God damn it! Y'all take too much healing.
Grim exists.
Grim exists.
Grim got healing.
Yeah, he got a bump. I mean, honestly, he's gonna go down anyway. So right.
Not waste too many spells.
Yeah. Figured at least if we get topped off enough, we can just keep pushing on.
Oh, hey, Barless, we weren't talking about you or anything.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, definitely not.
I don't know what the fuck is going on. I'm so frustrated.
We're just gonna buy you a new computer.
I feel like I had it figured out 3 weeks ago. Everything was running smoothly. I got a new camera. It was all working. And then we took 3 weeks off. and everything is fucked up again.
Do we think it's his network or his well, I mean, obviously computer stuff, but
I don't know.
guess there's no real way to know. Well, welcome back, Barlos. Nobody's here.
Awesome. Yeah, clearly. Very cool.
Well, Elle was very empathetic towards beating our asses, and it was unmanly.
Hey, I can see roll 20. Hey,
Yay.
what a blessing.
It was the update.
What a world we live in.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Am I choppy still?
You are continually getting better.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take that at least.
Yeah. You're not like still frame, you're just choppy now.
Good.
Are you plugged into your router, like with an Ethernet cable?
No.
I bet you that would make your life a lot easier.
I'm gonna give you a 100-foot LAN cable.
It's too bad that my router is not in my office. It's in our bedroom.
How far
You
away
can
is
do
that?
100 foot?
do a power link thing where you do it through the outlet.
Oh, yeah, I could do that. It's not very far away, less than 100 feet. It's not right next to this room, but it's across the hall.
If you're on a 5G network, 100 feet through a few walls could really fuck you up.
So look, I literally think I have 2 really long LAN cables that I used to run in the barracks that are like at least 50 or 75 foot.
Let's say you can trade Z with us. I have 3 50-foot cables for our router that's within like 10 feet of our equipment. Yeah.
He's got a bundle of fucking bullshit in the corner.
I do, yeah.
Hey, your connection would be better if you traded it out.
At my last house, it was like downstairs across the house.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's right here. So
I'm just happy that things are loading and I can see things.
You are actually you're much better now. You're actually no, you almost didn't freeze for a second.
I was gonna say either you're frozen or that is quite the stare. You were like dead-eyed right in the camera.
All right. Well, let's untie the cripple and get out of here.
Come on.
Edaddle.
Up you go.
I'm up now, and I'm L.
Alright, so, as you guys proceed through Lowtown here, you would notice that, again, you know, all these houses, all these residences are much lower income. You can see that they've formed kind of like a smaller community outside of city center that you know, that is you know, they have their own little market area and a couple smaller shops that are all long abandoned. You do see what's interesting is that almost every house here, all the doors are open. Looks as if people have definitely gone through here and looted or, you know, just kind of tossed all these homes. Yeah, as you proceed down, because this is still downward sloping, you notice that the air is beginning to get more humid, and it's starting to get pretty warm, you know, whereas up on the surface in the Vault of Kings and maybe through the King's Chambers it was pretty cool and almost cold, just being so long forgotten and all stone, becoming much more warm down here, noticeably. You make your way all the way through Lowtown, and you come to a wide open cavern, and it is massive. And what you can see before you is kind of down a little pathway is a sprawling, massive underground city. This cavern is probably hundreds of feet high. You can see, as far as your dark vision allows, anyways, just that there seems to be buildings built directly into rock face along the walls. There's lots of shops and all sorts of businesses and tons of buildings that are all kind of multi-leveled and tiered as you look down into this cavern. And it's interesting. It's very almost Escher-esque in the way that the stairs are kind of like there's massive walkways that are super high, and then they have stairs leading downwards, but there will be another pathway kind of tunneling underneath that in a different direction, and lots of crisscrossing paths and patterns here that you can see people use to traverse to different areas. It's actually strikingly beautiful from what you can see. Almost all the buildings in stone are like sleek stone faced, well chiseled and very well formed and carved. Yeah, what you doing?
I'm gonna cast dancing lights and send them up just to kind of get a grasp on how high the ceiling might be if the lights can reach.
Sure.
They can go up to 120 feet.
Yeah, you can send them 120 feet away, and it looks like they illuminate an area there. There's still probably another, I don't know, maybe 50 or so feet beyond that that is lit up. But I mean, there is a ceiling up there, and now that you have lights kind of up in the region, you can see a lot of the ceiling is almost geode-like. And reflects a lot of the light back down on you. It illuminates a lot more than what you had anticipated because the light reflects so much.
Okay, cool.
Almost gives it like a starry night kind of feel.
Nice.
Oh, we're looking for a cathedral of sorts.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yep. For the vision I saw, there was at least inside of a church or a cathedral, one of these bowls.
Yeah, and Ragna, with your 300-foot vision, you can actually make out what looks to be a pretty large, very religious-looking building off in the distance.
Yeah,
it looks pretty familiar.
It's on the This looks like. Then I'll point. Like, I don't know if anybody else can see, but also point.
Someone coming.
That way. That's part of the vision I had.
Do you want to approach quietly?
Yeah.
Better than being loud.
Grim gets out his war gong. All right, let's go do this.
All right, everybody start sneaking.
Wow. Boom, boom, boom.
You want some stealthy rolls?
Yeah, if you guys are sneaking.
Sneak. Purple dice looking pretty good so far.
Sneaky snake.
Ooh, good dice.
Y'all are some sneaky boys.
Rolled very well.
Not Hui.
Well, Oryx automatically at disadvantage, so.
I rolled a natural 3.
I read that as ooey -12. Like, oh shit.
Uwe takes the war gong and he uses it himself.
Yeah.
He's like, no, put that away, and smacks it on the ground. Ah, fuck.
Auric is a 13.
Ooh, he had the lowest roll. All right.
With disadvantage, she still beat you.
Yeah, it's hard to get less. I mean, a natural 3 is pretty bad.
But
Or rolled a 13.
The the average is above. So okay. You guys proceed quietly, and it's pretty easy to do. It's not like there's a bunch of debris on the road or anything, as long as you're being careful with your foot placement and not, clacking your heels. It's not too hard to be quiet and kind of shuffle along. You guys head down through what appears to be just a town square like area, and then you eventually arrive to the front of a stark white, almost marble-like temple of sorts. It looks very, imagine more like a Notre Dame style cathedral. It's massive, has huge bell towers in the front. You can see on the front face above the main entrance there is what appears to be just a giant metal hammer kind of in face set into the stone there with it's a symbol that you've seen all throughout this place. It's got little radiant lights coming off of it. It looks like the symbol for the Allhammer. Yeah, Uwe, now that you're here, you also remember this. You've seen this before. And makes you a little uneasy. Before it was a dream, something you could push off, and now you're actually here in the place at the moment, and it's a little unnerving. The opening, there's like a, oh, here, I guess I can show you. Hold on.
Really wish I had my notebook. Everybody else just see a black screen?
Yep.
Good.
Yep.
Yes.
I can see the bottom of it.
There we go.
Ooh.
Yeah, you'll be starting at the bottom middle here. Who am I missing? Wispy. I have to adjust vision for some people.
Kitty's still alive.
Did your cat roll a stealth check?
I can't stealth check Kitty. Uh-oh.
Meowing the whole fucking time.
Now, Kitty.
Uh-oh. Kitty rolled natural 1.
Oh no, that's not good. I'm gonna.
Uh-oh. 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 Uh-oh.
I think that's gonna change things. Let's get joked.
He was confused for like 8 rounds. What do you expect?
Yeah, he has nausea still.
Mm-hmm.
Not quite sure what's happening.
He's just doing the cat throw up thing.
Yeah, he's got a hairball the whole fucking time.
He was, it's a weird thing. He was running through the forest, literally chasing butterflies, and then suddenly he was in a dark cavern, and
Controlled by a bird.
Yeah, it's a weird thing.
I mean, disorienting, yeah.
How long do the animals last?
Till the end of the day, or until they get killed.
Okay, so they last for a while.
Mm-hmm.
What is it? It's a panther.
Yeah, it's a panther.
Do I have a panther? I might have a panther.
A panther.
I do have a panther. Panther. So, yeah, you approach this this marble temple. You can see there are no front doors. It's just pillars and an archway and steps leading up and inside. You can see just there from the outside, it looks like there are many, pews and columns, and hanging from the columns, you can see these beautiful banners that again have the symbol of the All-Father. Um, yeah, what y'all doing?
I would like to check for traps. Just for like tripwires or any like plates that might be pressure plates.
Sure. Make an investigation.
Not great. 15.
Okay. You don't detect nothing in the entryway. No tripwires. Looks like the floor is pretty level. You don't see any trick stairs or anything like that.
Yeah, just as we decide to approach, just keeping an eye out as we go in, kind of check the area around as we're going in, make sure we're not being watched or flanked or weird.
Sure. Make a perception roll.
18.
Okay. Don't see anything that looks that outrageous or out of place. Everything seems pretty chill.
Can I tell if this is a? I don't know if this is something that I can do, but can I tell if this is a hollowed ground since it's a church? Without, I guess, using detect magic or anything like that.
I'm trying to think. I would say you're pretty in tune with religion. You would get the sense that this place was more built um, based on its like location to the community as opposed to being on a specific like hallowed site. It doesn't seem overtly like I don't know how to say like precious, I guess.
Yeah, there's not like some sacred. It's not on some sacred ground. It's just it was like you said, it was like more for the community and sort of thing, humanitarian stuff.
Yeah, could I go into the secret chat with you real quick?
No. Okay.
Good. I can go to a secret chat with Barlow's.
Hey, did any of you guys try that new Arby's sandwich yet?
No, have not. Don't even know what you're talking about. To be honest.
It's like a spicy Diablo
Oh,
sandwich.
I saw that. I have not. Did you poop?
I pooped, but it was pretty good. I don't think it was as outrageously spicy as they try to make it seem.
Yeah, that anything that has that type of name, like it's always gonna be hyperbole. Yeah.
I will say that I think it's the spiciest fast food I've ever had.
That's the same thing I kind of heard too.
But it actually was really good. Like it, just like even the flavor was really good. Give you like a nice, make your nose run a little bit.
That's always good. I hate when places come out with spicy things and they're just like they're flavorless. It's just so hot
Yeah.
with no substance. Like, why are you even making that? It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I feel that way about a lot of wings that try to be
Yeah.
spicy.
Like, are you trying to make a good wing, or are you just trying to make the spiciest wing?
Yeah.
Waste of my time. That's how McDonald's, when everybody was trying to rip off of the Popeyes and Chick-fil-A spicy chicken sandwich feud, and every place made a spicy chicken sandwich. The McDonald's chicken sandwich was horrible. No flavor, just spice. It's like, what? Who's making and testing these things? Because it's not good.
I had their classic chicken sandwich finally at McDonald's, and I was unimpressed.
You know who did a great job though? Burger King.
I'm gonna say that's probably my favorite that I've had.
That sandwich has no right. They have no right making a sandwich as good as they made.
Yeah.
I don't know who made it at Burger King, but they should get a raise.
But yeah, if this is I would say if this was Arby's chicken sandwich, I would put it above Burger King.
Nice.
I
I'll
do
have to
think
try it.
I do think it was really good, but not too spicy. They also, what was the other one they have? They have like a, it's not a roast beef. It's like I'll fucking look it up now.
Hey, hey
Brisket.
Grim.
They have a brisket sandwich too.
Hey, what?
Brisket Bistro has a brisket sandwich?
Hey, Ragnar kind of mosey up next to Grim and kind of quietly say, how you feeling?"
Uh, in in what regard? I have no idea what you're talking about.
Insight check. Kidding, I'm not gonna do that.
Well, we'll start with the physical aspect.
The physical aspect of the church?
No,
Did I miss something
Are-
earlier? What are you
no.
talking about actually? Above game.
Do you still hurt?
Are you in pain?
Yeah, do you still hurt?
Physical pain.
Oh, physically. Oh, I'm fine. I feel great. Thanks for the healing earlier. It really helped.
I so deeply want to insight check that. I feel like Grim would be the guy be like, "Yeah, I feel great," and you're at like 6 hit points.
I feel like he's done that before.
Yeah,
Searing
That's-
agony.
You're
why
Donald
he
Trump.
dies.
Yeah. You're Donald
Yeah,
Trump
when you're-
trying to give a speech
you're-
and you can't breathe.
when your existence is pain, then just everything else above that is great.
Yeah. I beat COVID in 36 hours. No more, no less. I feel perfect. I am perfect.
Doctor said my body. They've never seen something so strong. I beat this virus strongly.
I am in peak physical condition. No problems.
He said I should drink more Diet Coke and even more Big Macs.
Falls over.
Bigly.
I just had a massive heart attack, the biggest they've ever seen.
Well, if you're feeling good physically, if you feel the need to talk about anything you're thinking about, just find me some time.
Is there something on your mind? Is something eating at you? I mean, I'm always open. I'm a friendly ear if you ever have any problems.
You don't generally have nightmares, from at least from what we've been together to a certain extent. So
If you're asking about the vision that I had a couple weeks ago, nope, I've completely shrugged that off, and I feel fine. So nothing to worry about.
You don't need to ask me about it anymore.
insight check.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just click a dice. D20 +7, so 20.
Yeah. As far as you know, Grim, his mental state is business as usual.
Okay. Trying to keep an eye out on a friend. That's all.
It's much appreciated, and I have your back as well. You know that.
Hey, I'll be back in like 10 minutes or so.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
You pooping?
You wish.
It's much too short of it.
Yeah.
All right, I will finish checking traps and come back to everybody and just say, I think we're safe to go in. Do we want to all file in or have somebody go take a peek?
I trust your judgment. We should just
Yeah.
all file in.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he's gonna stay at the back.
All right.
Or do you have a preference? Is this something of your interest?
I mean, as a worshiper of the Allhammer myself, quite a sight. Keen to go in, but I agree we should be vigilant and careful. Let's not rush into anything, and I mean we've seen what this place has in store already. Who knows what's waiting inside?
Well, you know what they say: dwarves and genasi first.
Hey, I have heard that. That's so funny. Somebody just said that to me the other day.
I mean, Ella is hurting, guys. He's not in great shape.
Does Elle actually say that though?
What else say that?
Because Ragnar will be ready to.
Probably not. I mean, he probably would be fine with it.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Elle will go in with who is it? What in Genasi first?
Dwarves.
Dwarves.
Dwarves. All right. Yeah. Let's head on in.
Dwarves
Alrighty.
because they can read all the signs, and Genasi because they're racist against dwarves.
Right.
And can
So-
also read the dwarven signs.
Yeah. Checks and balances.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Oryx going first then.
I can't move Elle. You took away my power.
We're way down.
I had to because it was mucking with vision.
I'll
Oh.
be also hanging towards the back.
You underestimate my power. Here you go, Andrew L. You can move that token now.
Yay!
Grim is gonna come up here behind this pillar and just kind of watch them walk up.
You see a pillar? I don't see a pillar.
Aren't these pillars?
Yeah.
I don't see one.
I can't move my kitty.
Yeah, I don't know how that, because it's technically a monster, so I can't.
Okay, just wherever I go, just put next to me for now.
Wherever I go, I know he goes.
I'm in the back.
Okay.
What do we see? We see anything?
Oh, there we
Well,
go.
a great entryway reveals rows and rows of pews lined up and facing away from you. It's a polished marble floor. It's a white gray marble, but you can tell clearly it's just kind of lost its luster over time.
I'll be
It's
right
not
back.
as
I gotta go put
once
Electro to bed.
was. Can see stone columns rise on either side of this main entry walkway here that seem to run the length of the church as far as you can see. They form a massive arch kind of over the top of the whole church here. They're about 30 feet high, creates a nice curved ceiling going all the way down. What you can also see is that there are small orbs that kind of just float in the air all throughout this entire chamber. Jerry's not here to make an Arcana check. Anyone else proficient?
Probably not.
Nope. Roll for Jerry.
Someone roll for Jerry.
Not me. I rolled 2 bad things.
Billy will roll for Jerry. It's got good dice. Good dice.
I'm muted. Sorry. Yeah, 15.
15. Okay. You would gather just looking at these that these are some sort of, I mean, they're definitely magical. They're not attached to anything. They're literally floating in the air. You would gather that they were probably used to light this chamber at some point, but whatever made them function is clearly no longer working. Immediately to your left in this entryway, as we kind of proceed in a little bit, you can see what looks like a small prayer area. There's a, oh, just for the record, everything that you see on this picture, anything that's wood, just imagine it's stone. Okay. Thanks.
Okay.
You see almost like an altar of some sorts. Looks like maybe a cabinet underneath that you're not sure what it would hold, but just based on the iconography in this little chamber to the left, it looks like a small prayer section or possibly a little meeting room. There's a chair and you know no closed doors in this space. It's all archways and just open pathways here. And then to the right, looks like just another small sitting area space.
No danger then. Good.
We can.
I'll follow in.
Yeah, I'm just gonna peek over into the side rooms real quick. Just make sure that there's nobody waiting.
No spooks.
Sure.
Spook check.
I'll do your other one.
Do a perception.
15.
Yeah, you would gather that this is probably, if you can think of like modern church times where people would like get coffee before service. Looks like there's a refreshment table here. There's probably would put out some, breakfast foods, pastries, whatever, on these tables. Nothing really terribly important here.
I got 14 on the other side.
Okay. Looking in, you can see, like I said, it looks like a small chamber, maybe for prayer or a little private meeting. You can see at the very end of the chamber, if you peek in there, there is a very large community. The bowl doesn't look like the bowls that you're after, but it is
Darn it.
full of still water. It's a very large bronze bowl. Looks like there's some sort of cup or vessel that can be dipped in.
I'd go take a look at the water.
Okay.
I don't know. Does it look like it was just made for like, oh, let's if you're thirsty, get a drink, or made
for blessed water.
religious purposes? Yeah.
Yeah, make a religion check. Let's see.
16.
Yeah, this is absolutely ritualistic in nature. You would guess this is most likely holy water.
Interesting. Let's see. I will. Where's my thing that I had? A water skin.
Needs a flask? I got flask.
I have a water skin. I'm gonna empty my water skin out that had the water of Pelor in, and I will fill my water skin with this holy water, so it can
Okay.
hold 4 pints of liquid.
Easy enough.
Did you worship Palor?
No, I worship Lathan. I worship Lathander. Yeah,
They're very similar. I was very confused for a second.
they are. Yeah,
They are. That's my
Fuck
fault.
you, Jesus.
well, yeah, I think like Pelor is more like a son, or Lathander would be like a son to Pelor kind of thing, maybe. I think Pelor is kind of like the overall sun god ish
They have very similar
profiles.
They're very similar. Yeah.
Portfolios.
Yep.
There's just a lot of people that worship the sun, so
Right.
you gotta split it up. You can't get overloaded with prayers.
So how many like uses of holy water do you think 4 pints would be?
I don't know.
It had, so what you did with the water of Pelor, it was 7, or it was 8 servings. You just want me to have like 8 uses of holy water?
Sure.
Okay.
The rest of you all just hear water splashing from this little side chamber as he empties his water skin on the floor.
I feel like I have holy water. Holy water do I have?
I have 1 flask as well, but
I don't want to presume, but like, do we bathing or? I'll just
I'll just turn around the corner and just kind of like shake myself.
Oh, I also have a water skin filled with blessed water.
Mm-hmm. Thought 2 of us did.
Cool.
I just tell you what I found in there to the group, but I would quickly come back to the masses. Well, let's move forward. So you said the orbs. How high are the orbs up in the church?
They sit probably 15 feet in the air, but
Oh,
they're all it's like multi-levered, and
okay.
think like the candles in the Great Hall at Hogwarts, how they're kind of just all over the place, but orbs.
Cool. Okay. But they're not working, you said, so never mind.
They appear to just be almost like, if you can imagine, like when you blow bubbles, they look like bubbles that are just kind of hanging there.
The size of bubbles as well?
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
Do we want to interact with these lights at all, or just want to carry on?
I'd love to try and wall jump up there to try and grab one of them out of the air.
I'll
you run up the pillar?
Yeah.
Do some dope monk shit?
I could do, I could do a back and forth kind of pillar wall jump thing to try and grab one.
Yeah, give me an acrobatics. Let's see how well you do.
Don't fuck me, dice.
Rod watches intensely.
That works. Athletics. You want acrobatics or athletics?
Yeah.
Acrobatics is a 21.
Yeah, easy enough. This is fucking cake for you, the bird that runs up trees and walls. Uh, easy enough. You'll all run up one, do a sick little backflip, and snatch an orb out of the air as you come down.
Would I
It's a
be able
lot.
to? Would I be able to grab like one in each hand, or are they bigger than that?
No, you could grab one in each hand.
I'll grab two then.
Okay. Yeah, come back down and like it's fucking nothing. It's a pretty impressive display. They're a lot lighter than you thought, but they feel almost like glass.
Okay.
And now that you look at them, you notice that there is a small opening hole on the top of them.
I'll give one of them to Jerry to look at and try and figure out.
Do another Arcana check
Sure.
or investigation, maybe.
Yeah, do either or whatever.
They're both the same. That's a natural 19, so 27.
Yeah, easy enough. Now that you know that there's a hole here, you can kind of look around, kind of manipulate it a little bit. You would gather that there's some sort of substance that they must put inside this ball that would illuminate or give off light. Whether that be a naturally occurring substance or something made from magic, hard to tell. But it is something goes in here.
Okay.
Well,
something goes in there, and they light up. If you like open up my palm, does it like start floating up again? Like go away? I'm not like clinging to it.
No, it just kind of rests in your hand.
What if I like toss it up in the air?
It does begin to rise. Yeah.
Okay. Someone taller just grabs it out of the air.
Ragnar just goes.
Dewey, you should blow in it.
Blow on it.
Blow in it like a balloon.
Okay. Well, I'll blow inside of it
with a beak. Is it
with
sure
a
that would
beak.
help or hurt?
I'll just use one of my nostril holes.
You blow in it.
I got a kick out of it. All right, you want to get this bowl?
I'll dump my for the time being. I'll dump my. I have a flask as well of holy water. I'll dump my holy water in it. Close up the little latch.
Okay. Yeah, you dump a little bit of holy water in, and it begins to glow.
No,
very,
for real?
for real. A very bright blue, illuminating orb.
Oh shit!
Treat it
That's
as
so
if you
cool.
had a lantern of sorts.
I was just doing that to potentially make a glass grenade of holy water, but yeah, that works. All right. Well, that's cool. How bright did you say it was?
It's bright. Equal to torchlight,
Okay.
but a blue magical hue, bluish whitish.
Okay.
Someone doesn't want to go to bed.
You as
Same.
bright as torchlight. I guess I'd just turn around to the group with a super bright ball.
Yeah.
Well,
You got a magic ball.
All right, well, let's go walk into this trap.
I'll put it in my sack.
Do it.
Whisper's just gonna turn it over like, okay, guys, don't touch it this time.
We need to dispel it first.
What? What are we
Yes.
dispelling? What?
The bull.
Oh, do we see a bull?
Oh, I think
There
there's
should
one
be a
here.
bowl in a church, theoretically.
Yeah, Ragna, you would know from your vision on the altar there is a bowl, and with your insane vision, I think you would actually be able to see it from here.
Gonna whisper to the whisperer. Bowl. There's a bowl.
Oh, it is just out of reach, actually.
Well, I think we'll probably move forward
there's a
anyways.
bowl up there.
Yeah, if you move 10 feet forward, you'll see it.
As we're approaching, I will tell the whisperer that there's a bowl ahead.
Just nod.
Or
Stay-
Orcanel first? Or
Stay
does
vigilant.
Whisper want to go first?
Oh, Whisper wants to stay in the back.
Okay.
Like always.
So, proceed down the center aisle here, through all the stone pews and, lining the walls on either side. There are stained glass windows, just decorative, no real imagery. Continue on. Get to a crossroads here, and you can see ahead of you, at the altar, there is a blue, pulsing, glowing bowl. Above you, in the middle of the room, it's a domed ceiling. You can see archways coming in from the left and right, and again ahead of you that kind of all meet in this center dome. Looking up, you can see carved into the ceiling. It's a representation of the creation of the dwarves again. Very similar to the mithril gate at the city entrance, but very much like in a Sistine Chapel-like way. It's all up above. Yeah, where y'all going?
I'd like to motion to Uwe to split off and check these side rooms again.
Should secure the area first.
Uwe would not like. Well, Uwe's not going to split up from you, actually. You would see that he's kind of shaken a little bit.
I'll take the left.
So he's probably, in a sense, like holding onto your trench or your tunic or whatever you have on.
Well, then come with me. Shit.
Also, as a note, DM, as I approach the left side, I will fly up 20 feet.
Okay. Yeah. Who wants to go first?
You can go first, Billy.
Team Breaking Entering will go first.
Kitty's with us too. If we need the kitty will be with us.
Sure. Yeah. What you guys see here? It appears to be in a style very similar to Westminster Abbey. How there are many crypts and almost like mausoleum-like sections here. You can see that there are sequestered off almost like rooms where you can see some tombs lie. Just from where you stand, you can see several of them have been opened. Stone sarcophagi.
Great. I can just do a quick once over and make sure that there's not any mummies hanging out in the sarcophagi.
Sure. Go ahead and make an investigation. Or a perception, I guess, if you're just looking.
Dirty 20.
Every single open one, there is definitely a body still in there.
Are they like skeleton like or?
Yeah, they've definitely been here for long enough to just be skeletons at this point.
I'll just give him a little touch with my. I'll light up my mace and just give them a little touch, see if they react. Each one. I'm not like smashing into them or anything. I'm just just give them a little, pokey stick.
No reaction. Don't move. They're
Good.
very dead.
That's more of the same, I assume.
On the bottom.
Yep.
Okay.
Some open, some closed.
Perimeter search cleared. Still not loving the skeletons, but just head back after that.
Yeah.
Okay. Ragna, what you see is what appears to be a library of sorts. You see shelves, probably 10 to 15 feet high, just stocked with all sorts of books. There's a couple tables set out where you can surmise people would take books to read, and yeah, there appears to be a library, and then a hallway continuing on beyond that.
If you went by yourself, I would come with you, just so you're not alone.
Very thoughtful of him.
I mean, I would guess Grim would have gone with you, but Barlos isn't here.
I'll
Keep
just
open.
go to the center of the room and just do a open ears, open eyes. Sure. Nothing's creeping around.
Make a perception check.
Do the creep. Do the creep.
Ooh, that's good. 25.
You don't see anything. Nothing that really catches your eye as a threat necessarily. What you do hear, though, is a very faint sound of moving water.
Knock it off, Ooey.
Ooey's just peeing. Okay. After looking at that room, go back, report in.
Hey,
Everybody.
yo, we got a library over here.
There's running water. Crazy. I have a thought. I don't know if we want to wait for it or not, but if we wanted, I could take some time and detect magic virtually.
It's either we go for the main event here at the front altar, or we search all the rooms, or we try and do the search all the rooms and then the main event after. I feel like that's kind of what we.
Well, I'd rather not have any surprises. So
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at.
enough babies for a lifetime for me.
So should we go to the right or the left and actually do a full investigation, or?
Well, the left keeps going on. I only went into the first room. I don't know how far. If it was open after that, or yeah, it looks like it was open. So.
With our kind of perception checks in the other two rooms, there wasn't much that we saw besides the. I mean, I guess we just didn't. We didn't investigate, so.
I hate to be the devil's advocate, but we have had Abel snuffed from under us recently.
Should we just grab the bowl? That's what you're saying.
I would hate for. God, I keep on saying Sabian, but I feel like it's Fabian.
Fabian, yeah.
Fabian.
I would really hate for Fabian to walk in behind us again, as well.
It's fair.
But I do see It would suck to get surprised by what's in here.
Well, perhaps we can have some people protect the bowl while other people fan out.
Yeah. At least have a couple people by the bowl in case something happens.
Let's see.
That's a big piano.
Do you want to have 3 people go up to the bowl and the rest stay right here? And
Sure. Groups. Split the
Yep.
party.
Altar?
Yes.
what was that, Barlos?
I was just asking where the bowl went.
Gotcha.
Where the bowl is left.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. I'll hang back and help protect whoever else wants to stay.
I think we'll need Jerry or Ragna to dispel magic up there.
Jerry is not capable of that.
Yeah, it was, I think, Grim.
Oh, Grim, you're not staying back. You're coming up.
I have to stay back because I have no spell slots and I can't renew any spell slots because I did that last time.
All right, sounds like we're taking a rest.
Yeah.
Well, do you want to? Oh, fuck.
I mean, I can take care of the bowl if that's what you're worried about.
So we just need to spell magic to pick it up.
Theory.
Well, we're not going to pick it up until everybody's there, right?
What?
We're not going to pick it up until everybody's there.
Yeah. Correct.
So do we all go up to the bowl and defend it from that position?
Well, we were talking about 2 groups. One group staying with the ball just in case Fabian decides to pull a fast one on us, and then a second group to make sure that we're not about to get jumped. Actually.
Yeah. Okay.
I will be team exploring.
I want to roll for it.
I want to do rollies, see who goes where.
Oh yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So just 7 of us, plus the kitty. I'll roll for the kitty.
Oric is very much on team exploring as well. He wants to see what this place has to offer.
Right. Would it be possible to maybe leave Tava, or depending on what Grim is doing, split up him and Tava so we can at least communicate?
That is true. I need 10 minutes to cast that as a ritual, though, because I don't have Tava with me.
I have message, but I'm sure we're going more than 120 feet.
I mean, do we want to hold the position and we take 10 minutes to do whatever we want and I conjure Tava? Or rely on Jerry's message?
Message will get...
Yeah, how far is message?
It's 120 feet, but it can't go like straight through objects. It has to go like around. Yeah. So it wouldn't even go that far.
I thought you just have to know a direction.
Well, it can't go through like it's like a foot of stone or steel or something, and it's going to go through.
Sending is the one that can. Oh wait.
That sending is a 3rd level spell, and that's the 25 words.
How far can you communicate with Tava?
It's something crazy because of the.
I thought it was same plane. I think it's you said.
I believe, yeah, I believe it's indefinitely on the same plane of existence because of my pact magic.
Okay, well, it sounds like you should get Tava up and then.
I'm kind of about taking a short rest and taking the bowl, but I'm wary of splitting up.
Explore.
Do we know, in general, what time it is?
Tell you. Do you really want to know, Uwe?
As long, I mean, if it doesn't cost you anything.
I will use my orb of time and tell what time it is.
Wow. It's like 3 in the afternoon.
Okay.
About 3 in the afternoon.
For whatever,
All right.
really.
Well, let's take 10 minutes. We can sit by the bowl,
Okay.
get Tav up, and then we can split up, make sure we're safe.
All right.
And then you just grab the bowl.
Yeah.
So Whisper, you'll notice that as you're going up, once we get within pretty close, like right about here, whoop, we kind of like stops walking with you and just stares at this piano.
A very large
organ.
pipe organ.
Yeah.
What's the matter, buddy? Still spooked out by those babies? Well, just the one in particular.
Babies are creepy.
I would write on a note, I've seen that organ before.
Okay. Does the organ bite you, or?
It
I've seen lots of things before, but they don't scare me like that.
It didn't put off a good feeling. And I'll say, remember the monster in Vandalin in the crevasse?
Oh.
The one-eyed monster.
Well, I feel like he was just kind of revealing future things, right?
Maybe. I don't know. It seemed like it was more of guidance than fortune telling.
Well, then you're being guided here.
Doesn't mean it's for a good reason.
Grim will go up to Uwe, hearing this, and just kind of gently push him towards the organ.
That would make a contested strength save to keep my feet planted.
Okay, cool. Let's roll for it.
That's actually a good roll.
All right. Well, you're staying where you are because you're stronger than I am.
It's what, athletics or acrobatics or whatever?
Yeah. What should I roll? Strength. Just a straight strength roll.
Yeah.
Defender can do either acrobatics or athletics.
Oh, that's actually not bad. 18.
26.
All right.
He ain't not budging.
You pushed a wall.
Yeah, I'll attempt to push you, and I notice that you're not going anywhere, and I'll just act like I was gonna pat you on the back, and say, "It's all right, man. You don't have to go up there if you don't want to."
Take a wide berth and sit on this pew over here, or like do like a little crouch on it,
Go sit by Uwe.
and have my panther over here.
Your emotional support animal.
Yeah.
Just say, look, man. Even if it is bad, we got your back. Except maybe Al. I don't know what his deal is.
Yeah, what is my deal?
I was a baby.
A fucking baby.
I was a baby.
I didn't beat the shit out of you. It was the baby.
I watched myself beat you guys up, and then you guys killed me. Yeah.
Traumatizing thing.
Yeah.
Saw myself just go ham on you guys and then get killed. And then transported back into that body that was killed.
Yeah.
The worst part about it is that he was inside the baby when it was squished.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
he knows
Terrifying monkey.
what it's like to be squished as a baby.
Yeah.
Never want to get squished like a baby again.
Well, Grim, if you want to do your ritual, I'll do mine, and hopefully, we don't get attacked.
The organ's not playing any music, right?
No.
Okay.
The only thing this hear is a slight gurgling of water.
During the 10 minutes, I'm just going to turn to Uwe and say, do you want me to go look at it? I'm going to take a look? Or is that going to spook you out?
Sure. Go ahead.
Go. And
he's just kind of staring at it, like trying to put the pieces together. Trying to erase the fear.
Without touching any of the keys, I would like to investigate the piano, like see if there's like one of those chairs that has like storage inside of it, check the sheet music, stuff like that.
Yeah. Go ahead and make an investigation.
24.
Yeah, okay. It's it's a beautiful pipe organ. There's massive pipes of all sizes, starting with very large in the back and getting smaller as they move forward. They all rise almost to the ceiling. These are almost 30 feet tall. You can imagine this thing probably puts out a bit of sound. Looking at the sheet music there, it's just typical, appears to be some sort of hymn. Nothing outrageous there. All the script is written in Dwarvish, but looks to be standard sheet music. The bench does not open, but with a 24, you would notice kind of notched in the framing of the wooden, the frame around the organ in the wood there, there's a small symbol of a flame carved into it.
Where is this at?
It's like etched into the wooden frame, like on the edge over here.
Would I recognize any iconography with the flame, or does it just does it look just like a fire? Or does it look like it's supposed to be some kind of iconography?
Does it look like that?
It looks a lot like that, actually. Almost exactly like that. As far as recognizing it, how about a history check?
No, I'm great at that. 12.
Okay. It's not a super high DC because this is something that you've recently experienced within the past couple days. Your mind immediately goes back to a journal that you found in the king's quarters. Mention of a sect of some of the people here that kind of broke off into a cult of sorts, chosen of the sacred flame.
Followers of the flame.
When I wrote this, it was literally followers of the flame, and then you guys added that to your business. So
you had to change it.
Yeah.
You can still use it.
I think we should change 4 fires now to the what was it, the
chosen
of the sacred
flame. That'll be like a further iteration of Valor's the Flame down the road. Like year 10, we'll change it.
And for an extra $20 a month, you can be one of the chosen of the sacred flame.
That's right. Nothing comes with it, but you get to call yourself that.
Just the title. You're paying for the just
no raise. Promotion title only.
You can get like a little tag on the member group.
Yeah. Or
The
put a
chosen.
plaque up in the tap room, and your name goes in the plaque.
So, I assume you'd probably tell me. Oh, I guess I don't know. Sorry.
Yeah, I guess I'm also just gonna search these other two areas up here, up there while we're waiting.
Yeah. What you would I'm still using your same investigation because it's all kind of within the same area. The cabinets on the left, they contain just a bunch of I guess fine glassware. It's not glassware. It's like golden cups, right? Like vessels, chalices. Um, totaling. I mean, they're very ceremonial. They're kind of large. Um, but I mean, you could take them if you want.
Yeah, if they look nice enough, I'll fucking throw them in the bag of holding.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
they're as loot. We'll say they're equivalent to about 75 gold pieces worth.
All I can imagine is Grim with like his hair pick and his beard oil, chalice, pointing it around.
How many of them were there? Like
There are 3.
3. Okay. Should we at least give one of them to Oric?
No, fuck him.
Okay. Yeah.
We've already had this discussion.
Didn't want anything.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Fuck him.
And then what's this little well thing we got here? More holy water?
It is identical to the one in the entrance.
While the ritual casting is going on, Ragnar will say, "Hey Grim, by the way, get any of those pellets? There's these bowls, holy water
Did did somebody say bowls?
in it." No, wrong bowl. Other bowl, like different bowl, bigger bowls. It was,
The pellets are already blessed, so they don't need any extra juice. They're already extra holy.
I didn't know if you had any left.
Oh, I have plenty. So many.
Well, there's blessed holy water in some of these bases, or these basins, I guess. There's one at the beginning, which when you were gone, who we explored. So I wanted to mention it. If you want more holy water,
I appreciate that, but my pellets are fine as they are. And then he'll like kiss his hand and point up to the sky, and he'll say, "Thanks, Erithus."
how about this? Whenever we get done with this, it's like tracing brains and like doing all this weird magical shit that I don't know how it goes on. Can I use one of your pellets and put it in water and keep it?
Sure.
Okay.
You're welcome to any of my pellets anytime.
Oh, you're such a sweetheart.
Only for you, babe.
Yeah.
I will divulge the flame that I found on the organ to everyone else.
So in the library, did somebody read that book? Or somebody take that book that you referenced?
I think so.
Like, would I be able to do like a deep dive of the book while we're kind of chilling here?
You know,
It was
now that I think about it, I don't know if that was in a book or if that's what the library automaton showed you.
Showed us.
I think the
What do you mean?
automaton. Yeah.
So it might
Whoever-
not have been in a document.
Okay. What did it show us? It just showed us that symbol?
Well, no, it would have had to have been written.
The King's Journal sounds right. I think he talked about the cult kind of uprising and causing difficulties.
Yeah, I'm sure someone took it.
Yeah.
If we have a document of that, I'd, probably scour through to try and figure out if there's any more information to glean about the Chosen of the Sacred Flame.
Well, let me look back at my notes and see what you already know.
Okay.
Ugh.
Okay, so it was documentation given by a library automaton. See, it mentions a smaller sect of the tabernacle becoming obsessed with finding a way to connect the planes. Some say they were driven mad, that the flame came to them in dreams, showed them a way to open the door. All in a bid to release the flame back to its own plane.
Yeah, that's real bad. Real bad, guys.
See, they said that they built a mechanism and were able to open the gate, but they couldn't control what inevitably came through from the other side. Miscalculations were made, they reached a plane that they didn't intend, they lost control, and shadows began to take over.
Need more detail on the mechanism?
Not. There is a note that the city had to be evacuated and sealed because they were unable to locate the gate itself.
Kind of sounds like the Dara origin story.
Yeah. I don't want to read too far into it, but maybe this piano's connected to that mechanism or gate somehow.
Yeah.
Or maybe there's just fanatics just fucking graffitiing on things. Could be as dumb as that.
Also, yeah. I'll go investigate it, I guess. I'll cautiously walk up with Kitty and look at the fire symbol specifically.
Yeah.
Does it seem to be like is it burnt in? Is it carved in? Is it
It's carved. It's kind of crudely done so, but it's done well enough that you can tell what it is.
I just give the organ a once over to see if there's any other fire symbols on it.
Make a perception check.
Good. You're rolling better. Perception. Oh, dirty 20.
You don't see any others.
Okay.
I just thought of something as flavor text for the ritual.
Yeah.
Ragna would want to incorporate. Is it the Allhammer?
Yes.
While she's doing her ritual, she would go to one of the pews and incorporate a prayer to the Allhammer, just as a sign of respect, while they are essentially on his turf. That's all.
Do you want an Allhammer symbol? I have one.
I don't think she would have thought about that.
Okay.
Okay. We'll say 10 minutes complete. You are now detecting magic, and Tava is there.
But the most important thing that Barlos is not here for is what form is Tava in.
Yeah.
I really like the pixie.
That's a good question.
A miniature drunken sailor.
Just a drunken fey creature.
Who's like? I always forget his fucking name. South Park did the gag on him. The Australian guy goes fights everybody.
Oh, Russell Crowe.
Yeah, it's a little tiny Russell Crowe.
Oh, they're legendary for their fighting.
Well, I have detect magic up. See Tava's still here. Well, here now. Do you want to split up, or
I'll stay. I'll stay here with Tavo. I'm shit at investigating, so
I'll go with the search party. Assuming Ui is comfortable enough.
yeah. Let's have L and Ui. We'll stay back with the Panther and Tava. Because L can see quite far in the dark. And then at least one of us will hopefully be able to escape if something bad happens to get you guys. Hopefully.
Jerry?
Assume.
Preference?
Yeah, I don't know what Jerry wants to do.
I can investigate well, but I could probably be useful at either location.
Leave it up to you.
I can go explore.
Okay. Who's leading the exploring party?
Dwarves and humans first. What they always say.
Yeah, always dwarves and humans.
That's true. I have heard that.
Where have I heard that before?
What did you say?
I said, where have I heard that before?
Oh, I guess if we get 4 going, I guess Tava should come with us. Unless we want 5 people going. Grim would have to come with us.
The only
Yeah, I just bet that Grim.
I was going to say the only benefit to having me back is I could set up a bubble, but against if it's Fabian, it's not going to help. Probably not.
I don't see why you couldn't set up a bubble around the bowl.
Yeah.
Or you could if you're staying back.
I was going to explore, but either or.
Yeah, Jerry, why don't you stay back?
It might be good to do that then. I'll set up a
bubble.
bowl around. I'll set up a bubble around the bowl.
Yeah, easy enough. It can be done.
All right, lead on.
All right.
Good
Well,
work.
I haven't. We don't know what's over here.
Go back
Jerry's...
up 20 feet.
I'm guessing if Jerry does the bubble, then Ui and L will come in the bubble when he does it.
Yeah, it's going to take 10 minutes too.
No reason for us to just be out in the open. I guess, we have to be in it, and then we can go in and out as we want.
Right.
Okay, so we'll say we're over here after bubble.
Well, Oric says library or crypt first.
Flip a coin for it. Do you have a coin?
All right, we're going to the crypt.
Is Grim or Tava staying back?
What? Tava, Ui, L, and my Panther are staying back with you.
And the Panther. Yeah. Okay. All right.
All right, to the crypt we go. Oric heads back down. He's a slow boy because he's short.
Ragna kindly matches his pace. This is actually the best front that we could probably have because it's like all the armor up front, right?
Yeah.
All the chunk. We ain't sneaking up on nobody though.
What are we doing?
Ah, you're back.
You're exploring with us.
Exploring.
So,
Also,
Tava.
Keep Tava back with Jerry.
Yeah.
Or am I sending Tava with them?
Well, that's up to you, I guess.
We've got a bubble. I think we'd be okay with just Tava staying back.
All right, I'll go with you guys then. Which way did you go?
We went down and then to the right. To the crypt.
Oh, hey guys. Wow, you walk very quickly. It's like I missed several minutes of what you just did. That's so weird.
Yeah. Just also keep an eye on for any type of magical pings.
Yeah. Oryx says, I'm not entirely sure what we're looking for here, but guess we could check it out. Looks a little bleak.
Well, really, any signs of danger?
You're really fucking me up, Fitzko, with how hesitant Orc is.
I guess if anything looks magical, guess we can investigate it.
Yeah, I'll let you guys know if I see any blips.
Yeah, you would actually. You would get a ping from this open coffin here.
Yeah, I got something from that coffin up the left.
Take a peek, see.
Trade it.
Yeah, make an investigation.
Investigation.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Yeah, easy enough to find. This is a very desiccated corpse. Very, very much withered away into just basically bone. It's mostly skeleton, but what you do see still clutched in the hands that are kind of folded across the stomach is something very similar to a rosary. It appears to be a string with different beads on it. You see, it appears to be like a series of like 5 onyx beads, and then what looks to be like a brilliant topaz bead. You see 4 topaz beads.
I'm
And
writing all this down so you guys don't need to remember.
it's magical.
Apparently.
Against all good player sense, I'm gonna pick up the rosary.
This is like one of those times where you're like, does somebody have mage hand?
this is definitely cursed.
We left him back with the bull.
Yeah.
Yeah, you pick it up. You got it.
So show everybody and say, can't say why it would have been left behind, but it was. So I can take a look at it later.
Was it obvious inside of the amongst the
Yeah.
items?
Pretty similar to how Catholics like to be buried with the rosary in their hands. Kind of the exact same thing here. You can see there's a medallion that hangs from it. It's an anvil, not a hammer, which is a little bit different than what you're used to. And yeah, like I said, it's just topaz beads separated by onyx beads. It was wrapped around a hand, and the symbol was kind of laying on the back of the palm.
This is a question for Andrew specifically. Is the anvil for the Lathander?
Mm-mm.
No, okay.
No, Lathander is his symbol is like a rising sun.
Okay. Cool. All right. Feel pretty good about this. Besides the, skeletons.
Yeah.
Grim would like to investigate the other coffins for any gold or things worth any money.
Sure, that's easy enough to do. Are you just looking at open ones, or are you trying to open closed ones?
I will just look at open ones. Grim doesn't have that type of time.
Not so much time as just the physical effort.
Grim doesn't have that type of strength.
You're very smart, Barlos. That is the correct choice.
Yeah, make an investigation check.
Not great. That's a 14.
Okay. You look in one of the other open coffins here, and you would see in this coffin, or this open one here, that there is you're able to recover one diamond earring. Just a stud diamond earring.
Hey.
Probably worth about 25 gold pieces.
This is going all to Grim's look.
Immediately puts it on, and his ears are not pierced. Just like shoves it through. Takes 3 piercing damage. He will pocket the earring.
Okay.
You're pocketing earring, you said?
Hold on, guys. Baby boy is crying again. He's not going down very easily tonight.
Baby boy.
He said he's keeping the earring.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, if we all feel good about the crypt, let's go to the library.
Yeah. No reason to serve the dead, so to speak.
To the library.
To the berry.
Okay. The first thing you notice in here is the smell. Smells like a library or like a used bookstore.
Just make us have to
very, very old parchment. Lots of ink.
Love it.
It's a library. You don't get any magical pigs.
We should be sure to not tell Jerry about this. He'll
Bet
be here for hours.
I assume all the books are in Dwarvish.
Not all of them.
So I would just have Auric and L read them all to me.
No, Jerry's just comprehend language over and over and over.
At a quick glance, the ones that are in common, if there are some in common.
Yeah.
Do they seem religious in nature?
They do. A lot of religious text here. A lot of Dwarven lore, literature, a lot of just information. You do find a book that's written in common that details a little bit about before the calamity or the creation of the divine gate, about ancient magic and ancient gods that are barred from entering the material plane.
I'll pick that up. I'm sure one of the boys will like it. And then I was just going to say, can I find anything pertaining to the chosen of the sacred flame in here?
Maybe. What did I write?
Good boob.
Investigation check.
2 good boobs.
Is that an assisting?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you say investigation?
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Still let's see here. 16 plus 8 for 24.
Yeah. Easy enough. You, while just kind of looking over the books, you don't find anything specifically about the flame. What you do find, though, is a book that kind of catches your attention. The spine has no writing on it. You pull it off the shelf, and the front cover just has almost engraved into the cover of the book is an etching of a very shiny black stone.
Okay.
Good. Good to know.
Flipping through the pages, written in common. And what you have found is a book documenting the history and use of Charlatan.
Good.
It is. Gotta do it all caps.
Chartalet. I love that book.
Just thumbing through it.
I'm sorry, it was the history and use of Charlatan.
Yeah. Just kind of thumbing through it, you see chapters about how it's used, how gems are created, how it can be refined, what makes it so special, where does it come from, how to harvest.
And I recognize this as the Blackstone that is kept in the Blackstone household.
You sure would. There's also many chapters detailing the history of that illustrious family.
Cool.
It's pretty neat.
All right. Well, does anyone else want to thumb to the library?
Anything you're interested in, Rourke?
No. Nothing I can't read. And, coming back and checking it out later.
True. As long as everything doesn't burn to ash.
Well,
right?
Just don't fireball this room and we should be okay.
Oh, I don't think it's us is worried about.
More the primordial titan. That's below. Carry on.
Yep.
Okay. The hallway does proceed. Immediately to your right, you can see what looks to open into a small sitting room or like a makeshift office of sorts. Nothing terribly of note in here. It does open into an actual office. Beyond, I think, Whisper, you can kind of see through the door there. There's a desk and another bookshelf, a couple cabinets, chairs.
Does the desk have drawers?
It does.
Search through those cabinets. With
Investigate.
the assistance of Ragnar's magic eye.
Yeah. And got it.
That is a 25.
Ragna, if you're standing where you are now, you do see a magical ping. There is a panel of the stone wall about right here that is illuminated.
If I'm 100% honest, I just moved. I would have probably went with the rest of everybody.
Then you don't know that.
I don't see anything.
What was your investigation?
25.
Nothing terribly noteworthy in the drawers. Lots of documents written in Dwarvish, hard to read or impossible to read. But after opening the second drawer and kind of feeling around inside, you do notice there is a small button.
It's gonna at least wait for everyone else to come in, point it out, and say, well, Yeah, just push the button.
Just look at everybody as it back down. Click it.
You don't see anything. Nothing immediately changes. You do hear the slight grinding of stone on stone.
Can I tell where it's coming from?
It's nearby. It sounds close.
Well, let's go into the next room.
Yeah. This appears to be a council room. Looks like they held meetings or possibly trials here. All the walls are uniform, with the exception of one that now has a piece of the stone slid to the side, revealing a safe in the wall.
Oh, nice.
Whisper's gonna slap his hands together and say,
Fucking guidance. I say.
Yeah. Can I check it for traps first?
Sure.
It's not great. That's actually not bad. 19.
19. You don't detect any traps.
All right. Let's try and crack this bad boy open. Is a 26.
26.
Nice, 26. Wow.
Is that with your guidance?
Yes.
Oh, fuck yeah.
It's difficult. This isn't your typical, not your typical, run-of-the-mill safe. This is a very fine dwarvish make. You're guessing, as you can kind of feel with your lock-picking tools, very well made metallurgy here. Lots of moving pieces inside the door. 26. It's just barely escaping you. You can't trigger it for some reason.
Jesus Christ.
Safe, right?
What'd you say?
It's a safe, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a safe.
Is it like built into the wall, or is it like can you pull it out?
Looking at it, it could probably be extracted from the wall. You're guessing it's pretty heavy. It's very shiny metal.
Turn back to Ragna and say, does this look magical in essence?
It does not.
Not from what I can tell. Could probably, might be able to force it out of the wall. Put it in a bag. Really want to drag it around.
It's far too large to fit in a bag.
It can't fit it in a bag at all. It's definitely too big to carry.
Grim, why don't you message Tav and see if anybody has is it a keyhole? Like a key that unlocks this?
It is not a keyhole.
You know, tell me what it is.
It's a
like a dial.
No, because I don't. It's kind of a dial, yeah. Almost like a combination where you have multiple rollers, all with different symbols on them.
I would just tell Grim we want to mess with the other guys and see if they have anything that might have iconography or symbols to help us open a safe.
Yeah. Is there are there any specifics on what the symbols are?
They look Well, does anyone here? I guess Oric's here. He's gonna look at it and say, it's an older version of Dorvish. It's not a dialect that I recognize, but the symbols look the same.
Well, Old Dwarvish then. Or if anybody had like a chime that could unlock things, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I'll message back to the party and I'll just tell them that we've come across a door we can't open, and Oric thinks the locks. Oric knows that the locks are covered with old dwarvish symbols, and I'll ask if anybody thinks they can help.
I can't remember off the. So Jerry would ask if it was like specifically a keyhole, but I can't remember if that chime was specifically for a keyhole or any sort of magical door. So I know I identified it in that dungeon, but I don't.
Yeah, read the item.
Let me see if I've got it.
Honk honk.
I don't have it in my inventory.
Chime of opening.
There's 3 uses, and we.
Oh, is that what it's called?
I don't think we used one.
It was not used.
Oh yeah, I took hours to punch through it. Was that it?
And then I rolled.
Yeah, because I specifically didn't use it.
Pointing at an object within 120 feet that can be opened, such as a door, lid, or lock.
Okay.
Oh.
So yes, I will. Oh, what is it? You can strike it pointing at an object within 120 feet. Okay. So yes, I will offer to use this thing. Do I need to be guided? Well, if I leave the bubble, it's going to drop. First of all, I could ask one of the monks to run it, or maybe Tava.
I don't know what Tava is able to carry.
I can just.
I'm sure she could carry this chime, but okay, if one of the monks wants to take it.
Okay. I should probably also keep that line of communication open.
Yeah, sure.
She has a -2 strength, so I think actually she cannot carry very much at all.
It weighs a pound, so probably not actually if it's negative strength.
Yeah.
No, you can carry a decent amount still.
What the most important question is what form is Tava in?
She is a pseudo dragon.
Okay, not a Tava Quasit or whatever.
Yeah, or original Tava.
Quasit Tava.
Okay. I mean, if Tava's not going to take it, I'll run it. If she is, then we don't need to worry about it.
As a little aside, no, Jerry's just going to keep his mouth shut. But he will give you the chime. I guess with instructions to strike and point it at the object you're trying to unlock.
Who are you giving it to?
Whatever monk was going to run it, Ui or L.
I'll run it. L has lower health. I guess I'll stand here and like look down this way first. I mean, I'd probably go through the motions. I don't know where you guys are exactly, so.
Really want Ui just to like Naruto run in, ding the chime, and then Naruto run back out.
I actually didn't look where you guys are, so I'm actually.
Hey, buddy.
I'm trying to find.
Hey, buddy. We're back here.
Where am I dinging? Where is? I hit a ding.
Yeah, the left. Make a little clicking sound, and the door swings ajar.
I run away.
Inside, you find
I gave it back to Jerry.
Oh yeah.
400 platinum pieces.
Hey. Okay.
Worth it.
Back to writing it down. 400 plat.
You also find 4,000 gold pieces.
Ooh.
You also find 8,000 silver pieces. And then you also find 3,000 copper pieces.
Who needs bullets?
Just leave them. Just leave the copper pieces.
8,830 gold pieces.
Yeah.
Ooh-wee.
The second shelf, a little higher up, you would find a bag full of gemstones. All smaller sizes, but just, I mean, dozens of them. Total net worth about 1,500 gold pieces. You also find something that immediately catches your eye the second you look at it, and you're almost positive you know exactly what it is as soon as you see it. It is a weird sort of metallic rock. It is a almost like shiny charcoal gray color. Think like obsidian, but not quite as glassy, if it still had like some characteristic of rock to it. And kind of snaking its way, kind of veining throughout it, you see an orange glow, almost looking like a lightning strike throughout it. And when you see it, you notice the orange on it almost pulses and flickers a little bit, as if kind of giving the same impression as when you blow on like hot coals, how they swell and glow a bright orange. Same thing here.
Oh, is this the fire thing? What we were asked to get, remember? From the artificer, the tattoo person. I can't remember.
Yeah, it would be molt. Hold on, I got this.
Does it start with blood? Is it blood?
Hellthorn.
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 Is it Hellthorn?
Hellthorn. It is. Or you would assume it is.
Was Oric also looking for Hellthorn, or does he just want the forge? Or the hammer?
He wants his hammer.
Okay.
I think he was tasked to make something. But
He wants his ham.
Well, if I have the hammer, I can figure it out from there.
Yes.
I'm gonna take that nice silver box that I have, the rest of the crystals in. I'm gonna tuck that bad boy away in there.
Yeah. Interesting thing. When you touch it, it's hot. It doesn't burn you per se. It is warm. And it's weird. It's almost like when you're touching it, you can hear roaring flames.
That's crazy.
Well, now that I've seen it, I can, in the future, try to pinpoint it if we're looking for more.
Yeah, it would absolutely be pinging as magical in and of itself.
My eyes!
I was gonna outstretch to Grim to like, hey, touch this. Give it a little touch. He doesn't have headphones on.
Nope. Sure isn't.
Hey, touch it.
Okay. Yep. I'll wrap it up in some cloth and throw it in the iron box and throw it in the bag of holding.
Okay. You also find a very small set of figurines. You find 2 lions and an elephant.
Do these look similar to the panther figure that we had before?
They're of similar style and carving. Yes, these are also pinging as magical.
They're like black onyx.
They are not black onyx. They are different color.
Yeah, those are definitely magical too.
What?
Those figurines, they're magical.
The 2 lions are gold, and the elephant is marble.
Was the book that Donovan picked up earlier, was that pinging magic or not?
Nope.
Okay. Just trying to mark what's magic as we go through.
Got some kitties, boys.
Kitties.
Elephant. What the fuck am I gonna do with an elephant?
Oh.
I can't wait to find out.
Oh, we gonna find out.
But yeah, that's the safe.
Shit.
Safe.
Oh,
Rich
that's
guys.
it.
So disappointed. Not a beard product in sight.
Just quickly, like how like what is what is Oric's expression as we're just stealing all the wealth of his kingdom?
You've noticed throughout this whole process, Auric doesn't really seem to be influenced at all by the material. He could not give 2 shits about almost anything that you're finding here. His journey is almost purely personal. You see, he's taking a lot of extra long glances at a lot of the artwork or a lot of the statues, and you get the sense that he's just reveling in being able to experience the culture and the location. Uh, it's something that he's read about for a very long time. Never thought he would ever actually be here, so he's just glad to be here and doesn't need the stuff. He knows
No,
he can make the stuff or have it, purchase it. He's a benefactor. So
no reaction to the Hellthorn.
the Hellthorn, he does comment and say, "Never thought I'd see this in my lifetime. Uh, it's here. I might actually be able to make something with it. Not sure how to work it though."
As well. Assuming we get out of here alive, might be able to introduce you to a friend.
I'd
Who
very much like that.
claims to know how to use it. Oh. Onward.
On and on.
On and on and on.
Now where?
To the south.
Uh, Continuing moving this way. This would be almost a grand gallery of sorts. This is where, there's multiple statues. You can see there's some depicting the average modern dwarf, or at least it was at the time. You can see they have statues to the common man, emulating miners and blacksmiths, stonesmiths, that sort of thing. It's your average tradesman who put in the work and do the job. Then, part of this is also more exalted and shows either statues or just paintings even of notable dwarven leaders, some that you've recognized from other statues or other portraits that you saw within the king's chambers. A lot of the same figures here on display as well. There are tons and tons of tables and benches kind of pushed against the sides of the room. You would guess that this would also serve as a formal dining space or possibly a banquet hall for events.
Do we see Papa Molten Striker anywhere?
Yeah, he would appear in a couple of the paintings.
A Puff game. Did Oric? Did he know his dad, or was like kind of orphaned early on?
He escaped with his mother, and this Molten Striker here is pretty far back in the lineage. It's not like his father.
Okay.
This would be a couple well, dwarves live a long time. It would be 4 generations, I think.
It's a long time. That's a good point. I mean, like dwarves aren't gonna wait until they're older to have kids. So would like, could you do 4 generations of dwarves in like 80 years still?
I guess you could. I always thought of it as like, yeah, they reach adulthood that way, but then they experience hundreds of years of adulthood, so it's like they're not in a rush, but I guess it's possible.
Yeah.
It would make sense if they choose to mate outside of their race.
When do they
But,
start fucking?
10.
10 years old?
Yep, when they grow their first beard.
All right. Am I stuck in a wall? Um, any magical things here?
Nope.
All right. Let's go back
All closed.
to the A team. Anybody else has anything else?
Go back to the boys.
Actually, we got another
Ooh,
chamber up
me?
here. We got 2 more chambers up here. But I can use the bathroom.
He's gotta go pee pee.
I'm gonna actually
Try
get a
again.
drink, so let's just take 5 minutes.
Alright, let's take 5, gang. Pee pee in the pot. Pee pee in the poo poo.
Probably. Oh, hey, Michael Barlos.
Oh, hey.
What should I order from DoorDash?
It's a good question. There's so many options.
Buffalo Wild Wings. You're right.
I got a Buffalo Wild Wings gift card for Christmas.
I haven't had it in a long time.
It's been a minute for me as well.
Let's do 20 boneless. Fuck it up.
While we're on a pause, what have I missed as I've been caring for my son who won't go to sleep?
Well, you're gonna have to get rid of him, first of all.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Not worth the interruptions.
You're gonna want to get one that does sleep.
I know. You know the worst part is he slept for 11 and a half hours straight last night and has had similar sleeps the past 5 days in a row.
I was gonna say, has it been
tonight? Not so much.
Miss that little guy.
He's the best.
I'll come see him once I have a negative test. I got his other books.
Nice. It's exciting. Rhiannon keeps buying him books. He's a
That's
mad
good.
woman.
He's gonna be a smart kid.
He's gonna have a whole lot of books, at the very least.
He can't even read.
I know. That's what I said. I was like, hey man, why do you have all these? You can't even use them by yourself.
And then he didn't say anything back because he can't speak either.
Yeah, he can't speak. He can't read, he can't speak. He can't even really move anywhere.
Can't even really move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Worth.
Nice. That's funny.
You should probably take that one back.
I thought by this point he would at least be doing something. And the only thing he's doing is not sleeping.
Bring in some income or something.
Yeah, part-time job at least.
Gotta help us out here. Got a new car because of you.
You know how expensive you are.
Yeah. We got his hospital bills the other day for like the delivery and postpartum and all that stuff. Just for him to have 2 COVID tests and his circumcision was like $5,300 before insurance. And that is ridiculous. Thankfully, most of it was covered, and we, for the whole stay and like all of the care and all of her care, we ended up having to pay like $1,200, which is a fraction of what we owed. But it's like
our country is criminal.
That's not that bad for us, but like, could you imagine low income or poverty families having a baby? Like, that's a major expense.
Yeah. I can't even imagine. Like, yeah, like anybody that gets pregnant that wasn't planning on it, doesn't have good insurance, is fucked. If they deliver at a hospital, I suppose they could go through a midwife and deliver at home, but then there are increased health risks. It's like, do you value your health and your baby's health, or do you stay above the surface of the water and not drown in debt?
I still want the Barlow's midwife.
We shouldn't have to choose.
Maybe that's what I'll go back to school for, to become a midwife.
That'll be your Halloween outfit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Be a midwife.
I learned at the hospital that midwives just dress like all of the other people at the hospital. They just wear scrubs and they have name tags, so you can't even tell them apart.
If I order B-dubs, Donovan, do you want anything? Yeah.
Sorry, I'm muted. Yeah. Damn it, beat-ups.
What do you want?
A reasonable amount of honey barbecue wings.
Do you want traditional or boneless? 6, 10, 15, 20, 30.
How much is 15?
23.79.
Okay, we'll do 10.
17.29.
Jesus.
What sauce?
Well.
Caribbean jerk.
Dips or veggies?
All right.
If I order a drink, how does that work?
They bring you a drink in a cup.
Yeah, I think they have to
Oh.
go cups.
They have bottled soda. Yeah, we're gonna get a Mountain Dew bottle. Okay.
I have to say, I'm sitting here, I'm eating pork rinds, and I'm like, man, my cat is fat as fuck. And he like leans up, which is like, hey, what you got there? I'm like, this is why my cat is fat. And I like ripped a pork rind in half and threw it on the floor, and he ate it. He's just like, yep, this is why he's 20 pounds.
Sam's not picky.
Nope.
Are we all back now?
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay, I don't even remember what was going on. I'm sorry.
We
are
came back up.
exploring
Yep.
these bedchambers.
Ah, okay. Oh. Where'd I leave my work token? There he is. Okay. Yeah, as you proceed in this direction, the first thing you'll notice is the sound of running or bubbling water. It seems to get louder as you proceed in this direction. All of these chambers do have doors, however, they're all open. And what you can see outside of each door, there is a name plaque. The first one that you encounter here on the right as you walk in this direction. So this chamber here would be labeled, and Oracle translate for you. It is Vicar Abernathy.
It's a vicar?
Yep.
Top one?
Yeah, that is his place. Yep.
I guess we'll go. Go ahead.
Yeah, look again. Pretty small, humble bed chambers. There's a wardrobe immediately to your right. There's a small dresser that has a candle, a couple drawers. His bed is there. Then a table that has several notebooks and documents on it.
It's a weird sound on it, just
Documents in Dorvish.
They are in Dorvish.
And I hand them to Oric and ask him to flip through and see if he finds anything on the chosen. And then I'm gonna do a once over of both the rooms.
Yeah. As well, make an investigation check.
Guidance?
Good poop.
That is not good. It's an 11. Actually,
Okay.
no, it's a 13.
not honestly a whole lot in here to actually find. They're pretty empty. It's a pretty empty room. What you do find, though, is a couple sets of vestments. There is another set of those golden vestments like you found in the King's Chamber. You would guess that just based on a lot of the iconography that you've seen for the Allhammer, that's pretty consistent with his colors and stuff that generally represent him. What you also see, though, kind of tucked away in the corner of the wardrobe with a 13 is another set of robes. This robe has a hood, and attached to the hood is kind of a half face covering mask a little bit. You can see on the forehead of the mask there is that same symbol of the flame.
Sneaky bitch.
You can see as Auric, as you're kind of searching around the room, he says, "Looks like this is mostly just a journal." From what I can see, see a lot of entries about dreams. He consistently writes about a beautiful woman trapped in a cage, and she's being held at the base of a waterfall, and she's just begging to be set free. Speaks of waking up in terrors and just night sweats and just dripping in sweat and so hot all the time. And he
So
just
hot.
kind of in the margins around his writing, you see a lot of notes that just say "break my cage," and then a couple pages in, he has an entry about a conversation that he had with our Cardinal Frederick, who came to him asking a lot of questions about interplanar travel. Kind of seemed strange.
So it's Frederick asked him.
Yes. Then, a couple more entries about dreams, and you see notes around the margins saying grasp the hammer. And then where it kind of turns the book and shows you for a solid 6 pages, the only thing in the book are scribbles, roughly drawn images of what looks to be roaring fire. For a solid 6 pages, just crudely drawn, caveman, barbaric almost, tons of scribbles, and a lot of the flames, you notice, seem to have these 2 pinpoint black eyes. 6 pages of that, and then just back to normal writing. Mentions an ancient magic before the divine gate was sealed. Old doors and ways to manipulate them, opening into other worlds. He's sure it can be done. With the proper research and knowledge of some of the runes, he's pretty sure he can recreate this. And then his last entry ends with him saying, "I need a place to work on this away from prying eyes. Perhaps Coldstone knows where we can work privately."
Coldstone? Like the creamery?
Yep.
King liked it so much he had one built in his chambers.
Hey, Grim.
Hey.
So, I know you have a complicated history with Fabian. or Sabian, whatever his name is.
Call him whatever you want. He's an asshole.
So asshole. How long have you known him? Maybe like 10 years, 5 years, 30, 60 years.
You know, knowing is strange. I don't really know him. I just know of him because he works with the collector so much, and I truly had not seen him before that night in Neverwinter. But once he was here and I realized who he was, that's when I became terrified of him because he is the worst. So I know that he is a trusted contractor for the collector. He works there often. I know that he's very dangerous and he can experiment with high levels of magic. I know that he is very dangerous to us. But I suppose if we could cut a deal, if the right person talks to him, he might listen. But I don't know him well enough.
Point one. Do you think he is old enough to have been here when this happened?
DM, would I know that? I actually don't know the answer to that question.
You do not know the answer to that question.
I have no idea. Who knows how old that guy is? He could be a million.
Yes. Point two, judging from his demeanor, to put it, how do I say this? I don't think we're going to have to cut a deal with him. I think we're going to have to cut him out of the picture for this to be resolved. He seemed pretty fanatical, the best word. So I'm just wondering if maybe he was, I don't know if he's maybe disguised or he's part of this flame, this cult. Who knows how far that would run, how many years.
I personally don't know anything about the flame. But I know that a lot of times he'll work with anybody that can help him get ahead. So it's not outside of the realm of possibility that he would work with somebody other than the collector.
Either way, it's not great.
I'm gonna show Oric and everyone else the robes with the flame vestige. Say, oh, I think our friend here fits the bill. We're looking for a Frederick and a Coldstone who were involved with whatever happened here. And I'm gonna use the mask to don that robe on myself.
Okay.
Give the robe to Grim out of habit. And say, well, maybe if you run to the wrong people, can convince them we're friends for long enough to get the jump.
I'll do my best. And Grim will take the robe.
They're probably
the robe with the flame on it that you're giving?
Yeah, they dwarf-sized robes.
Yeah, it's small.
Perfect.
Grim's been working out.
I can't wait to wear that robe into battle and then go into dread form and just rip out of it.
It's like
I said you were friends, but I lied.
Like, when you tie like a towel around your neck for a cape and it stops like just above your butt. It's like that's what it looks like.
All right, whose room is this?
South, that is labeled Brother Earthcrest.
Give it the once over.
Yeah. Not going to make you roll investigation on all of them because they all pretty much have the same thing. But
just keep the 13. That's fine.
Yeah, it's enough. These guys are not fucking super spies, you know. He also, you do find another set of flame robes in his wardrobe as well. You also find more of the gold vestments of the church. Looking around, pretty simple room. There's not much in here.
No journals in this one?
Not in this one.
Alright. Next room.
This one would be Friar Coldstone.
Briars, that's also a type of ice cream. Conspiracy. Briars Coldstone. See what's in your journal, sir.
He, you know, his journal is, it's far more personal. Oryx starts reading it, and a lot of it is just about how he's really unsure of himself and of his faith, and he's not sure if this is really his place. It doesn't quite fit in with Frederick and Abernathy. He has a lot of self-doubt. And then the first entry that kind of catches the eye is one where he mentions that he's worried for both of them. He writes, "They seem distracted from their holy purpose. I keep hearing whispers about the door when being set free. I don't remember telling them about my dreams, but it sounds pretty familiar. Gonna have to pray to the Allhammer about this." And then, again, for 6 pages, the same scribbles and flame iconography drawings scratched into the notebook. And the next entry just returns to normal. It says, "The Allhammer has answered my prayer. He came to me in my dreams. He said to help them build the new temple, a place only for the truly devout to worship and ascend to our higher purpose. It's amazing what our God can do. Is this how they feel all the time, the two of them? I might finally have a seat at their table." And then the next entry says, "Abernathy approached me and asked about potential workspace. He said he was working on a new project with Frederick and that it was meant to be a surprise to the king, and he asked for my help. I'm finally included. Anyway, of course I said yes. Tabernacle, of course, was built with a secondary crypt farther below. It's never even been used. I told Abernathy we could certainly work down there, but it's going to take an awful lot of work getting it cleaned up and work ready, and I'll need some help with the manual labor and keeping it safe. I'll talk to the brothers. They're pretty crafty, and I'm sure they'll be able to figure something out."
We need to find that crypt.
And that's it. That's all in there.
Tabernacle was that's the rich neighborhood.
The Tabernacle is where you are. This church is called the Iron Tabernacle.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Okay. Cool. All right. Into the water room. I don't know if that torch is supposed to be visible there. On top
It
of the
is. Well, I guess the torch isn't supposed to be, but there should be light coming from there.
Okay.
Walking out into this area, you see a cloister. Think of it like that stone room in the art museum where there's kind of just artwork all along the edges and a center courtyard with a well. In this case, we have a beautiful fountain, and it is still flowing, which is something that you haven't encountered here yet. This center section is covered in fresh green grass. It is well kept. It is, very much alive. The water is flowing from the three-tiered fountain, and floating above it, almost hovering in midair and providing this warm, soft, dim firelight, is a hammer. The hammer appears to be made entirely of hellthorn.
Orc.
So turn down and look at Orc. Say,
You might want to see this.
Kind of menacing.
This was inside the fountain?
It's just kind of hovering above it.
Oh.
Grim will walk closer, but he won't approach the fountain. He's going to walk up into the grass.
Yeah, real grass, real soil underneath your feet. It's the first time you've seen grass here.
Would I be able to tell? I roll like a survival check, and could I tell how long it's been since grass was trimmed or kept up?
Sure.
$14.
Yeah. Easy enough. This is immaculate. Like, we're talking golf course immaculate. Very well kept. Ragna, who is still seeing magical items, the hammer and this entire space is just blinding you right now.
Okay, I'm gonna look away. This is a lot. Yeah, that whole thing. There's a lot of. It's all magic, so just my eye. I think I'm blind.
My eyes.
Beautiful eyes.
I just want to say before we do anything too hasty that the vicar had mentioned the crazy people saying grasp the hammer. I don't know if that's part of creating the gates or the mechanism or this is somehow tied between all of that, but maybe we should just be a little cautious.
You should ask
I
Orc.
think we should grab the hammer. That's just me, though.
Is Orc with you guys?
What'd you
Orc's
say?
with you guys, right?
Yeah.
Is that the king's hammer or the hammer that he's looking for?
Well, it certainly looks like it. But I don't recall it being made from hellthorn. It's made in the same style, the same semblance, but this looks like a replica with a different material.
Does that frighten you?
In all my research, I've never encountered anything regarding this hammer. I'm sorry to admit I'm a little out of my depth on this one.
Jerry, I'm blind. Switch me. Jerry, help. My eye.
So what, you're up there with them or what?
Nope, I stumbled blindly back towards you.
Are you able to heal that on yourself, being a cleric?
I'm not actually blind. It just was very bright. It's like when you look at the sun.
Ah.
Yeah, you see that green spot when you close your eyes.
Yeah. It's. I have detect magic up. Just the other room, corridor to the left.
Is looking at Jerry going to help with that?
I don't know. It's magic.
Or the
so
bubble?
I assume you know everything.
I would light up too. All right, point me in the direction. Are they over here to the left?
Yep.
All right, bubble will collapse. I will go over here and ask what needs researched. This fountain?
Say, specifically the hammer.
Oh.
I think it's a replica of sorts of the real thing.
Okay. Do I need to identify it?
That's a really good idea.
Oh, I thought that was like what you guys came to. Okay. I could identify it.
That's the question. Do you have to touch something to identify it?
I think so. Where is it?
Good question.
Does Jerry have identify prepared?
He does not.
You can ritual cast that, right?
But you still have to have it prepared.
Ooh. Show me identify.
Let's take a long rest. And then I'll prepare it. Now I need to set... I basically am running my spell book out of my own spreadsheet.
Yes, you must touch throughout the casting of the spell.
Let me see if my spreadsheet has it prepared. It might not.
Touch. Just touch it.
Yeah, this is why Uwee's back there. You touch this thing negative 10 seconds from now.
Immediately. Or ran up so fast.
I do actually. My personal
it.
spreadsheet has identify, but not... I have it set up on D&D Beyond to where like the spells I need to reference all the time are the ones that I have prepared on the website.
Oh, no, that's
because
your
I've
list.
got my
that's
whole...
what I'm using as what's prepared.
I've got a spreadsheet I use for what's prepared, what's in my spell book, because I've got 40 fucking spells now, and D&D Beyond is shit at keeping track of all of them.
Sounds like it's a shiny hammer.
Yeah, that's a real nice hammer.
I can identify it next chance I get, I guess.
I don't think it's going anywhere anytime soon.
Right.
At the very least.
So we... Oh, where'd the game go? Okay.
What
is it sitting on that fountain? Is that what that fire icon is, or is that just light?
It's floating above the fountain, right?
Okay.
Yep. Which, to that point, it's like...
I do have shape water if we need to get up to it.
I just... boy.
Hang it out of the air with an arrow.
Just have Tava get it.
I think it'll still be bad, even if it's something else that grabs it. What do I know? I'm just chatting with Tava, having a good old time.
Well, you're talking to Tava.
Yep. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, she's a pseudo dragon again. Oh boy. Boy oh boy oh.
Boy oh boy oh. Was the water touching the hammer at all? Or is it just like floating above it?
Didn't seem like it was coming in contact.
Okay.
Probably leave it alone.
Well, we could always see what this bowl holds and then fuck with the hammer if we wanted to.
Yeah.
of scared of what would happen if we touch this hammer in any way.
Oh, I have a great idea. You pull out your deck of many things.
I already hate the idea, but go on.
No, that was it.
Just whip it out.
I just, as a player, I want to know what happens so bad.
Do a quick save.
Exactly. I just that's not a quick save. That's a full save.
Well, that's when you save in like 3 different slots, just in case.
Well, I don't think anybody is seriously considering. Well, I should say, is anybody seriously considering trying to grab this hammer?
Well,
Or
I'll grab
included? Not will you, but is anybody considering actually doing it?
No.
If we had, if we could identify it, maybe, right? We could tell what the fuck this thing was.
Yeah, I still have to touch it.
Oh, you do have to touch it?
Yeah.
Can I have perception checks from Uwe, Ragna, L, and Tava, please?
You got it, babe.
Let's go!
Does my kitty get one too?
Sure.
19, DM.
I'm not rolling that anymore today.
Michael Barlows, could I have a perception check from Tava, please?
Yes. Uh-oh, are we getting attacked?
No, we're just getting perception.
Okay.
We're just perceiving the attack.
Does the perception rely on sight, hearing, or smell?
Oh, wisdom's +2.
This would be sight.
Perfect. That is a nat 20 for a 23.
Nice. Tava and Ragna, you would. It's a weird sensation. You don't necessarily see it, but it feels like the shadows in this room are just getting a little bit darker. Maybe a little more oppressive.
Tava would alert Grim to this right away as well.
I think Ragnar would kind of look at Tava, just knowing, and then see her. I don't know how her fucking mind magic works. And
Grim, I think Grim would check in with you rather than Tava. Or is Grim still? Where is Grim? I don't know what I'm doing.
Grim's on the grass.
Okay. Well, Tava or Ragna was in there too before. I don't know if I would have left or stayed.
She switched out with Jerry so you could take a look at the hammer.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah, I guess he would have stayed then. So you wouldn't know that Grim knows inherently, but I guess it could be assumed because she is linked with him.
From what Ragnar remembers, the bulls, they were previously dispelled and just pulled off, correct?
Yep.
Sensing danger, Ragnar is going to cast Dispel Magic on the bull.
Easy enough. The water begins to slowly dissipate, and the pulsating blue light slowly dies down as the last water drains from nowhere. It just is gone. No water left. No light left.
Grim will alert the other three that are in the courtyard and start walking back towards Tava. Afraid for her safety more than anything.
Yeah, Grim only cares about Tava. It's been canon.
Ragu, did you tell anybody that you heard this stuff?
Tom did.
We just saw you dispel magic, and then
I cast Dispel Magic, which is 6 seconds, which was immediately after the feeling of dread. So I'm assuming we're kind of doing a turn by turn thing.
Yeah, Whisper's running back to the party.
I don't know if anybody has alerted L or Ui. What's going on?
I assume I'm still trying to deal with this bowl, so if it's been after 2 turns, then yes, I would inform people.
And you would also see the Whisperer and Grim running out of the courtyard back into the room.
Crossbow drawn.
Oryx following suit.
All right, I would also be doing that.
Whip up my mace.
Oryx gets in and says, what's going on? What seems to be the problem?"
Hey, what is this?
As I'm grabbing the bowl, something's coming.
Yeah, you're able to lift the bowl out of its holder, and just fine. You have another bowl.
Sweet.
Someone coming.
The darkness is coming, I think. It's a sense of dread.
Yeah, and now that it's pointed out to all of you, it's not necessarily that, like, it's closing in per se, but it just feels like a lot of the shadows off of pillars or up towards the ceiling, or just things not touched by light, just feels thicker, more dense, palpable, physical. Who has very high passive perceptions?
You have a 14.
Anything
I have
over
14.
I have a 17.
17.
I think I have the
Tava has a 13, but Grim's is pretty bad.
Ragma, you would see just out of the corner of your eye a figure seated at the organ right next to L. Clad entirely in white, and you hear immediately as they begin playing.
Ooh.
Obviously, this gets the rest of your attention as you turn and see Fabian suddenly there.
Is the white the same thing as the vestments that they had?
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn to Jerry and ask him to grab as many of the orbs as he can. Say, we need to light this place up.
Okay. I
Yeah,
will do
you
that.
guys start collecting orbs.
I'm assuming they're all kind of out of reach, right? For normal people.
Yeah, they're high. They're 10 to 15 feet in the air.
I will use my boots of flying and start snatching orbs.
I cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Grim, while everybody else is doing that, will cast Prestidigitation to cause. How does he want to do this? He will cast Prestidigitation to create a harmless sensory effect above Fabian. In the form of many lightning bugs above his head, like hundreds of lightning bugs, lighting up his immediate area.
Is that the song that I heard before?
It is not.
Okay, good.
He finishes his song and turns to the party. Still sitting right next to Elle. And says, as he kind of holds up one of the chosen's vestments, kind of puts his hand inside the hood and looks at the mask and then kind of shows you all. And he says, it's a funny thing, a mask. You know, you put it on and suddenly you think you're someone else. That you can be different. But underneath it all, we're still the same old soul. No change, no difference. And then looks at Grim and says, isn't that right, Grimir? Still the same old rotten beast underneath the guise. No matter how badly you want to pretend.
Grim will kind of look around the party and enter his dread form.
Okay.
And he'll look back. He'll look back at Fabian and he'll say, "It's okay, my friend. They already have seen the true me."
Have they? Have they really?
I suppose that's up to them to decide. And after he says that, he'll look at the Whisperer, who should know exactly what I actually look like.
As
Elle's gonna back away a little bit.
He says, I see you've collected another one of our bowls. What's interesting about the bowls is you continue to take them without knowing how many are still in place. It's a question we have to ask. How many do I have?
You only have 2.
Grim will take another step towards him and just kind of coyly say, well, has anybody ever asked? How many do you have?
I have enough. Enough for me. Enough for the collector. But if you think this is about bulls, let's stop pretending. We all have a part to play in the Master's plan.
The collector said he only needed one.
Really? Is that the lie we're going with? Okay. You know, it's funny. Watching you, it's pretty amusing. It's been the entertainment that I've been looking for, but it's a shame. It's time to stop pretending. Grim, I guess I see why you've become so hesitant here. And they're quite capable. It's impressive.
Grim will look at Fabian. I guess my passive perception is 11, so I won't be able to really tell anything. But from his peripheral, or even through Tava with a 13 passive, would I be able to notice any other creatures encroaching, or is it just Fabian here?
You don't notice anything else, no.
while this is going on, if possible, I'd like to start filling some of the orbs with the holy water I have.
Sure.
And trying to light the place up as much as possible.
Yeah. The whole place is bathed in a bluish, whitish glow. It's actually really pretty.
Grim will take another step forward, still in his direct form, and kind of put himself in front of Jerry. And
I guess I'd walk here with Kitty.
he will look at Fabian and he'll say, I'm not sure which one of us is lying to themselves more, but I'm sorry that you feel that way. And I will cast Eldritch Blast on Fabian.
Okay. Roll to hit.
That is a 19 for a 29 to hit.
That does hit.
Whistle.
Is 10 force damage and 8 product damage. And on the second blast is a 27 to hit.
That does hit.
For 15 force damage and 2 necrotic damage.
Yeah.
I forgot what my first rules were.
As you release the bolts, you watch as they pass right through his physical form and just bury themselves into a piece of the frame of the organ here. He seems totally unfazed, but now everyone has to roll initiative.
Good.
Oh my.
Would this be a good place to call it for the night after we roll?
Probably.
Come on, focus, camera. Focus.
Hey.
It was either a 20 or a 1.
Yep. Damn it, Billy. We were in that fucking chamber right before the hammer. I was gonna give you other boop.
Vigilant Blessing.
Yeah. God.
I did alright.
I don't know if you want the cat. Shit. I don't know if you want the cat to go at the same time as me or not.
Daddy.
18 plus 6.
I don't remember the rules on his thing.
Yeah, I think it says it. You just gotta look at the item. I think they go after you.
That sounds right.
It acts on your turn. So, with an illusion, do you have to interact with it physically, like as in touch it, or can you, if he saw the bolts go through it, can you be like, oh, that's fucking illusion?
You could.
If this is an illusion.
Make an intelligence check.
Hey,
Real
you're real
good.
good at this, right?
Say real good at that.
Just a flat intelligence. 13 minus 2.
Did Tava have an initiative?
Tava goes with Grim.
Yeah, you're right. Fabiano. Let's see how he does.
Yeah.
Are we all tired tonight? After 3 weeks, we can't hang anymore.
Listen,
I'm always tired after D&D.
I can play D&D for another like 16 hours.
Yep.
At this point, my dick is so hard.
I
It's gonna be at least another
do
5
feel
hours.
that. Like
This
I
shirt
can be
is so
tired.
crispy.
I can be tired and still just play D&D.
Yeah.
Why won't you let me drag this? There we go. So the Panther goes after Uwe.
Yeah.
What was your intelligence check?
11.
I it could certainly be an illusion.
I wasn't really asking for Uwe. I was asking as like as the rule, like if it's an illusion or whatever, when somebody interacts with it, they have to pass a
I
wisdom
think you
saving throw or
can.
something.
I think you can determine an illusion with a perception check.
Okay.
In game, you have conflicting things because he was just physically manipulating a device in the room.
Mm-hmm.
So hard to say. Still, as you rocket these two eldritch blasts right through his body, he smirks for a second and says, "Well, if you're shedding your mask, I guess it's time to shed mine." And you watch as with Grimm's transformation, a lot of his limbs extend and crack and bones break and protrude through skin at awkward angles, and it's a pretty gruesome experience. You're all pretty familiar with it, but still horrifying nonetheless. In a very similar sense, this is equally as gruesome, but in a different way. You can see the flesh on his body begin to almost congeal and then melt away. It becomes very liquidy and then just begins running off of his skeletal frame and dissipates into a black sludge on the ground. And in its place, you see...
Ark of the Covenant style.
Yeah, very much so. If I can find it. Hold, please.
You can do it!
In his place... Oh, I don't want to drag everybody. Sorry.
Ah!
Whoa.
Oh.
That's a spooky boy.
It's a cloaked figure made of almost entirely, I don't know, magical purplish energy seemingly emanating from its core. It radiates down into black limbs where its fingers are protruded almost into dagger-like long knives. They're inside of their hood, you can see a skeletal face, and emanating from within the eye sockets in the open mouth is this bright purple, pinkish, whitish, radiant, magical energy that apparently is sustaining this life force. His cloak is constantly kind of trailing off behind him in a wind that isn't there. As you look head to toe, after the midsection, it seems he just dissolves into a sort of shadow. There's just black mist. He doesn't have legs, and he's hovering in this space. I guess that's a good spot to pick up next time.
Oh shit!
That's a cliffhanger, gang.
I hope you guys have spell slots.
I got some.
Yeah, totally.
I don't have any because we didn't rest.
I can toll the dead, but it's pretty useless against undead.
Oh, you just punch.
Yeah, I'm a punch boy. I have 4 key points left, so that's good. And I think L has 3. Let's see.
You know, the only thing I have is I have 1 channel divinity for Twilight Sanctuary. That's all I got.
Yeah, you got a.
That's good.
Got the mace.
We're not
too,
always
right?
going to be at our peak when we're in a fight, so it's a good test.
Yeah.
And he might just disappear, so.
I have to do the old mace to face.
We go to punch the ghost guy, and he also is an illusion. And an even bigger ghost comes in.
Hey.
Those Russian dolls.
Yep. Nesting ghosts, man.
Except this is a Russian fisting doll.
And they nest in reverse. They get bigger each time, which doesn't make sense.
That's my favorite kind. The fisting doll.
Russian fisting doll.
Well, good to be back.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it is. Too long, gang. Too long.
Yeah. I did talk to Katie. We'll plan on hosting again.
Okay.
It's easier with Ollie,
I'll start
too.
working on my... Yeah. I'll start working on my basement. Eventually we'll be able to have a cool place down there.
Oh, April 1st, I'm going to be on another turnaround. So basically, like, April through June, I'm going to be off the grid.
Okay.
I might have Sundays available if you guys are willing to do Sundays. But I'm not sure of what the schedule is yet.
I could do Sundays. I don't know about everyone else.
Maybe Brad could do Sundays.
I don't think Barlow's can do Sundays.
I could not do Sundays.
Well, it's a good thing Grim's about to die.
I mean, you could say that every fucking week. So.
Right.
I can do 3 out of 4 Sundays.
Oh no, our DoorDash.
All right, I'm gonna hop off, guys. I'll see you later.
Yep.
All right. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.